Alright, we're about to get started here. Good morning, fellow Tenno. This is Lihim. I'll be playing some Warframe, be playing some quote-unquote Orb Vallis survival, but I'll be getting into what that means in a little bit here. Let me just take care of some housekeeping, which includes saying hello and good morning to Stainless Center. How you doing this morning? Hope you're doing well. Let me just do a little housekeeping here as far as some of the setup stuff goes. I just found out what this theme song was called, so I'm going to have to download this for future use. It's called Cold Tundra. Let me just fade that out there. Okay, and that's on YouTube, so I'm gonna grab that later on today. I love that theme song. All right, so we're gonna close this. We're gonna close that. Save on some bandwidth a little bit. Hopefully improves the quality of the stream a little bit there. All right. All right, Stainless Center is doing okay. Nice, nice. Now, are you at work or are you at home right now? And all right, we want to make sure Warframe is making noise there. I can barely hear it, actually. So yeah, it's actually turned down. So let me turn this up a little bit. All right, there we go. I'll probably make more sound once we're in combat. All right, so some of you may be wondering, and by some of you, mostly Stainless Center. She's probably the only one here watching me in the morning here. But let me just take care of these windows here. Okay. So what the hell is Orb Vallis survival, right? Well, here is the thing, right? I discovered, and I don't think it's like a groundbreaking discovery. I probably know about it because I just decided to persist and stay in Orb Vallis, but when you go to Orb Vallis, you could get similar to the wanted level in Grand Theft Auto, where the more stars you have, the tougher and more cops come after you. Well, there's a similar system in Orb Vallis where the corpus will place down beacons, and you can have 4 beacons down at once. And when the 4 beacons are down and fully active, aka red in the interface, the enemies, the corpus, just keep coming at you, and their levels keep increasing the longer those beacons are active. So, what Orb Vallis has is actually my favorite game mode in all of Warframe. It is survival without life support. You don't have to worry about anything other than surviving. Now, there are some self-imposed rules one has to place on the situation to actually make it a quote-unquote survival. You have to be above ground to make it the toughest it can be, because when you stay above ground, you get all sorts of fucking robots and shit coming after you, and you cannot just archwing up to the highest reaches of Orb Vallis and snipe everything and stuff like that. But pretty much anything else is open game, including you gotta stay within the area that you're doing the beacons. This kind of pseudo survival in. Now, I was going to call it Toroid Farm, because that's kind of why I'm doing this. I'm doing it for toroids, and I'm doing it for fun. And when I was deciding on what to do with the name, the stream, and the thumbnail, I realized that Orb Vallis Survival probably is a little bit more marketable, probably would get more interest. But I do enjoy it, and yeah. So this is the build I'll be using. It's just a Saren build to start off with. I was mostly using this because someone posted on Reddit that they were looking for a Saren Toxic Lash build, and I saw a lot of people harping in on the post saying well, why wouldn't you use this build? They're completely misunderstanding the point that the person was asking for a Toxic Lash build. So that's actually what we're going to be using. Let's go over the build a little bit. Now this represents the advice I gave this person, and I looked up Contagion Cloud, and apparently they changed it to scale at power strength now. It's still not that great, but one thing I did notice, and maybe this was a bug, or maybe it was just last night, but it seemed that when mobs were walking into the Toxic Lash clouds, they were getting impact proc. So it looks like these Contagion Clouds, even if the damage sucks, it provides some light CC. Again, I'm not saying this is the best build for the situation we're about to enter, but I want to try it out. And since I didn't put Narrow-Minded on my Saren, she can still her spores are still legit. They can still do some damage there. And we're gonna switch this to Nullifier here, because I believe last time I did this I was getting null proc a lot, or mag proc a lot. Now there may be Exodus spawns that have the toxin aura, but I believe that the magnetic procs are a lot more common than Porpoise Exodus with toxic auras. So this is the build for that. Estella, again, I'm just using this for fun. The thing to know is if you're using the Estella for any kind of endurance type of situation, you will find that the ammo runs out pretty fast. So I do have a primed ammo mutation on here, and this is the ribbon I have. It's decent. It's not like really, all that great, but it's decent, Gives me that multi-shot. And then the Zacti, I'm just going with this because, again, the theme, it's not so much like a meta build today. I'm just going for fun. This has gas built in. I just doubled down on the gas. So that's what we have for that. And Tatsu. I tried to take the Zenostar when I was doing this last time because I was camping with Necros to maximize the Toroid drops. But again, I'm just doing this for fun. Depending how badly I get my ass kicked this morning, I may do something else. Or I may take feedback from viewers on what to try. Because I would like to actually find like some kind of optimal build for it. But if you think that once you see how crazy it gets in Orb Vallis, once you do this kind of pseudo survival mode, you realize that it's not as simple as like, well, just take Rhino, cast Iron Skin, and face tank everything. It's just not that simple. Shit gets crazy. Now watch I go in there and there's no spawns and anything like that. So I'm taking the Tatsu, mostly because I'm looking to have fun. And the Zenostar, while it may be more effective depending on what frame you use, when I took it with Necros last time, it was it was okay, but you have to actually do a lot of moving around to stay alive in there. You'll see, hopefully you'll see. And of course, I'm sticking with Zenric. Carrier Prime build's not too special here. I'm mostly taking it for ammo case. But there's going to be a series of Warframe videos I will be working on relatively soon, and you will see me not use companions whatsoever. And if I know that I'm not going into some endurance run, I usually opt to not take sentinels or companions because sometimes they feel like they're a diaper. Right? I think I actually have it. Yeah, diaper. That's the name of the build. It's like, oh, a little baby Tenno can't survive by themselves, but I'm mostly, like I said, taking this for ammo case, and you'll see that I'll actually need everything that this provides here. And I think that's it as far as the build, and I still have my Cygnus as my arch gun, which was not something we were able to do last time I tried this. So without further ado, I think we're just going to get started, and we're going to try it solo too, right? We're going to try it solo. Alright, I may, like I said, depending on what viewers stop by, what platform we're on, maybe we'll play together. Maybe I'll go to recruit chat. It depends how things go. And let's just get going. I don't need to go to Fortuna. This isn't like an official mode. Again, this is kind of something that I discovered myself by just playing around and seeing how far, seeing if there's any kind of like pure survival mode in Warframe. And I was curious about the beacons, if I kept staying there, what would happen, and lo and behold. And also, if you haven't noticed, all my weapons, all of them are gas. All of them are gas. I probably would have benefited more from going magnetic gas or magnetic toxin, but we're just trying to have fun. And the build's definitely going to be changing as we progress on today. Alright, so the key to this, right? Bring up the map. Either want to go to the enrichment labs, or you could go to the Temple of Prophet. That works too. But basically, you just want to go to like a facility type of situation, type of environment. So we're gonna stick. Usually, you could go to enrichment labs. I've had a lot of success there. Spaceport or Temple of Prophet, because that's where you farm toroids, and that's kind of where I discovered this. So we're gonna start off with the enrichment labs. I pretty much discovered this by farming for toroids. And since I do want to farm toroids, because Little Duck is one of the few things I have to do left in Warframe, like ranking up her, we're going to try to kill two birds with one stone. Alright. Here we go. Alright, I'm going to go in here because there's just a couple things I have to do with the windows I have open right now. We're going to get a little... Alright. Alright, now we do have to wait for this to start ramping up. And yeah, we're gonna get this toxic flash going. Alright, there's the first beacon. Oh, we got a Torrid already. Nice. Now, the thing that's a little bit tricky about this is once you get everything going, you gotta kind of take care to not destroy the beacons, which kind of sucks. But I was sure there would be a lot of players complaining if you could not destroy the beacons. I'm positive. I'm positive that would be the case. So when you're trying to get this built up, you do not want oh, there's another Torrid. Holy crap. Holy crap, man. You want to try to not kill the corpus until you get the beacons where you want them to be. Yeah, as you're gonna find out, this gets really crazy really fast. But hey, if you need to kill the enemies though, then you need to kill them. Main thing is just do not destroy the beacons, and if you can help it, try to not kill the corpus until you have the beacons placed, because they're the ones that place the beacons. As you can see, it's already getting pretty crazy. You absolutely cannot just like stick around and just like try to face tank everything. It's not gonna work. Now at this point, like maybe your Rhino could face tank everything, but when it gets like insane, I don't even know if I'll survive with Saren to be insane. But that's part of the fun. There's an Exodus I killed. All right. All right, and there's the thing. There's one of the robots coming. They do not spawn underground, as far as I'm aware. All right, so I have 3 beacons out, and it looks like a 4th one's about to get fully active. I'm getting a lot of toroids. Like I don't know what's happening here. I'm not actually used to getting that many. Like, damn. Okay. I'm not complaining, like by any means. I'm not complaining. Alright, we're gonna get a spore place there to help me out. Now, since this is a toxic lash build, I don't have my range maximized. Again, this is just like, hey, kind of want to test out my own advice that I gave to the Reddit user that was asking for toxic lash. But man, I'm having a lot of success with these toroids so far, man. Hey, Stainless Sinner, I don't know if I asked you already, but are you at work right now? I think the last couple times you've been here, you mentioned that you were. I was just curious if you are now. Because I'm going to tell your work. I'm going to tell your boss. That's why. Alright, there's a beacon. Don't want to kill that. Alright, so let's try to pay attention to the enemy scaling here. What levels? I couldn't see. Wait, I need to kill these guys before they kill me. 16? Alright, that's not too good for the purposes I'm saying here. But as you can see, even though I'm like using evasive parkour as much as I can, like the enemies are like, they're not messing around with this damage. But I do have regen molt, so let's get that going a little bit. Alright, so there's 16, 17, actually not too high. I'm wondering if I go to another area, if they will start off a little bit higher than this. But as you can see, their damage is it's getting pretty serious already. And I may have wanted to find room for handspring or something like that. Ooh. Yeah, see, I mean, they're only like level whatever, but Alright, I thought I was gonna destroy the... As long as I stay within this area relatively, like... They bring the business to you. They bring it. Alright, I don't know what's up with that beacon. Yeah, but these droids are just like raining. Stainless Dinner, be sure to just... Are you being sarcastic? Are you trolling me, Stainless? Are you trolling me? That's why the enemies are getting stronger and tougher to kill. Oh, Stainless, I want them to get stronger and tougher to kill. I don't know if you missed the intro part, but the title of today's stream is Orb Vallis Survival. If you do not destroy the beacons, you get a pseudo survival mode where you don't have to worry about life support or anything other than survival. The whole point of I'm doing this is to keep the beacons alive to get those tougher enemies. It's the whole reason I'm here. The entire reason, girl. It's the entire reason. Let me know if that was cringy enough for you there. Yeah, I'm actually having a good good RNG for these droids, man. I really am. Should I have brought a Necros? We'll see. We'll see how Saren does. Look at this guy running up thinking he's going to be somebody. Oh, shit. But if I do dip out of here, though, because I think the other installation, I think it, from what I remember, it gets crazier than this a bit sooner. Because right now my gas still is like tearing through them. So it's not too bad here. You say, yeah, let's go try the other place to see if yeah, I'm destroying the beacons because I'm going to go to another facility. Because last time I was there, it took everything I had to stay alive. And while this isn't like exactly a cakewalk, it wasn't exactly what I was looking for. And I think that they'll escalate if I stay here. But like I said, I want to see, let's do a little comparison and contrast between the different facilities. I mean, we could do it in one session here. Why not? All right, where are the other beacons though? That's the question here. I remember one being down here. All right, I don't have Samara shutting off my ultimate. All right, I still have I'm waiting for them to dissipate in the beacon interface here. Reason I wanted to make sure they're all destroyed before I leave because I don't want spawns here to interfere with where I'm going. I'm just making sure. I mean, I see it kind of going down, but the beacons are not appearing on the map, so I'm kind of curious about that. Alright, looks like they're all just going down slowly. Alright. There's that awesome conclave aim I have. Alright, looks like we're good. Was something shooting at me? I want to kill every last mob I see. Yeah, they're going away. Alright. So let's try the other facility here. Hope they didn't change it. I hope they didn't change it since I last because that was one of the best things about this map and this whole update. Hope they didn't nerf it, you know? Alright. Let's do another energizing dash, get that energy filled up. And let's get that map going. And I think, yeah, spaceport. Let's go here. Plus, I got plenty of toroids from just that little bit. Like, damn. I think this is it, right? Yeah, yeah, it is. Yeah, I remember this being a little bit more insane. Hey guys. Hey, go get your friends. Now, what level are you guys at? 19 still? Okay. Now, I do remember this being particularly crazy. Alright, he already placed the beacon, which is good. Alright, let's get that toxic flash going on. Oh. We sent that guy into the space program accidentally, but hey. I like it. Works for me. Yeah, and these things, like, you can't permanently destroy them. They retract and they come back out and shoot you. Alright, and my ammo shotgun. My shotgun ammo is still doing it. Got a little bit dyslexia there. I forgot to look if my Astilla had hunter's munitions on it. I just saw that slash proc. Alright, we have 2 beacons. Alright, they're already at level 23, so that's good. Look at this guy down here. All by his lonesome. Oh, shit. Yeah, the tricky part is I just don't want to destroy the beacons, because that kind of ruins what I'm trying to do here, you know? Ooh, what the hell was that? Alright, I know it doesn't do anything, but it has a life bar. I don't want to get run over. Oh, there's a robot here, too, hiding behind it. I got a little Microsoft alert here. Alright, and I think we're about to be at 4 beacons. Okay, sweet. Now, I know there's a little cubby hole up here. Sometimes I try to stay in this room to camp. I was camping here with Necros and the Zenistar. And I was getting, even though the Zenistar was going full blast, of course, literally full blast, they were still rushing in there. It seems that the Orb Vallis enemies don't care so much about the Zenistar as the other enemies in the game. I don't know if that's just me or my perception or what, but that's what it seemed like. Alright, so last time I checked, one of the Corpus guys, they were 23. Alright, these guys are still at 16. Alright, he's still at 16. Alright, they're still at 19. Alright, I'm thinking, I probably should have did this before I came here, but I was thinking about turning on the game design quotes here. So let me see how this goes. Because if it gets as crazy as I did last time, I'm not going to have time to read the quotes. Alright, so they're at 20, so they're starting to level up, I think. I hope. I think that guy just got killed by a Contagion Cloud. It wasn't visible when I was experimenting with it last night, but I did change my energy colors to be a little bit brighter. I guess I'm going to have to go with, like... You can see my energy color on my weapon here. Maybe it's affected by the Astilla's energy color? I don't know. But I usually have my energy color for my weapons as white. And where is everybody up here? I've seen a lot of stuff on my my radar, but I'm not seeing a lot of stuff on ground here. Alright, they're still at... accidentally destroyed one of them, but I guess we still have some to go. Oh, shit. Oh, that was almost a KO right there. When the hell did I don't even remember, that molt. I don't even remember releasing it. Yeah, they may have actually changed it since I last played. Let me get some energy regeneration going, though. Oh, I could hide in this truck here. I didn't realize that. I don't know for how long, but I... Oh, not long at all. that answers my question, huh? How long could I, like, take cover in that truck? Not long at all, it seems. So it turns out. Ah! Alright, so that's Vega. Not as much luck as, last time. I mean, as many, Torii drops as, when I first started here. Maybe that's just the place to go for Tories, I don't know. But it's all RNG, so it's hard to say. Gotta keep that Toxic Lash going if I'm doing the Toxic Lash build, right? But as you can see, it's getting a little crazy now. Is that thing dead already? Thank God. It spawned in. I was worried. Ooh. Yeah, it's getting a little crazy. Missed that parkour jump there. I wish the contagion clouds were a little bit more visible. I'm gonna have to check my energy color. Keep Toxic Flash going, of course. Let's see if we can get some spores going on here. Are they dead? Oh, yeah, looks like my spores are dead already. Never mind. I don't see my spores going anywhere. Maybe they're... Alright, see them going now. Maybe I really would need to take a range. To put some more range to really make those spores effective. Well, I'm not having too much trouble staying alive or killing the enemies, so... Maybe I just save them for armor targets. That don't go down in a couple shots of Distilla. Maybe that's the key. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Oh, I tried to do a little combo on him. I guess not. Didn't think fast enough. Wasn't fast enough on my feet. You can see, I can see a little bit of the cloud. Not a lot, though. Alright, so they're at 30. They are leveling up. Thank God. Alright, I thought it was like... I'm like, man, that was the whole point of my stream this morning. Is I'm done with Nightwave, and I'm not doing it. I'm not doing those tasks again for fucking 15 wolf cred, I'll tell you that. Even if it was 100 wolf cred, like... I still wouldn't be like that interested. But 15, I don't know who D was fooling. But yeah, I'm done with Nightwave. Thank God. Yeah, a little bit tricky, because again, I do not want to destroy the... I do not want to destroy the beacons here. Alright, we got some guys above me, it looks like. Alright. Oh, we got a big dude up here. Oh, okay. Oh, there's a guy over here waiting for me, too. Looks like he was, like, on his break or something, though. Oh, it's those guns, man. That's what's getting me. Those fucking turrets that keep coming back. Ooh, I do not want to be there. Do not want to be there. Oh crap. All right, I think the craziness is starting to come out here. Yeah, you got to keep moving in this. There's no. If you're a real tanky frame, it might be a different story, but that's only gonna last up until a point. Yeah, they're at 39 now. Scaling definitely going on. We'll get tough soon, real tough. This is how I like it. All right, so they're not even at the point where I would need to strip the armor. I don't think so. Oh yeah, I just need a couple more shots. Yeah, as they level up though, definitely. But I would consider that something like a fair amount of shots it took. All right, let's clear out some of these guys here. Where is? Do we have Nightwave guys up there? They may be fucking with the spawn, so let's go take care of them. What are you guys doing up here, honestly? What the fuck are you guys doing up here? You guys are your ridiculous Molotov cocktails that are like one of the most powerful weapons in the galaxy. These guys with flaming up bottles of booze. All right. Alright, I think I actually might be safe up here for a little bit, especially if I go into operator mode. Alright, I'm going to do this, put on chat, so he stays in there, and I'm going to turn on the quotes here. I want to start talking about him. Alright, properties, we're going to refresh this. So it starts over. Okay, and then we're going to make it visible. There we go. Alright, oh shit. All right, so the first principle or quote or lens, whatever you want to call it. Well, in this case, it's actually called a lens of game design. Oh, let me explain what this actually all means first of all, because I don't know if anyone new is watching or maybe someone that has been watching. It just hasn't been. I haven't properly explained it, but I like to think about game design, and I like to watch videos on game design. And even though there are plenty of YouTubers that I enjoy watching talk about game design, and even watching some videos on the GDC Game Developers Conference YouTube channel, thing. But anyway, I think this pertains more to like the quote unquote unprofessional non-game industry. It's hard to say. It's hard to say without sounding like an idiot. Anyway, I like talking about game design, and I thought it would be cool to analyze current games I'm playing by game designers that I admire and are a legit credible source to use. So it's one thing for me and some viewers to go back and forth about what a game design principle is and how it applies to the game that's currently being played / streamed. It's another thing to us both have a starting point from an industry professional and use that as like an anchor for our discussion. And at the very least, it just keeps me talking. So there is that too. So anyway, with all that said, it's actually, I don't even know if I have time to look at the screen, but I want to go in anyway. All right, so this is Lens 2 from Jesse Shell I'm seeing here. All right, first question is, what will surprise players when they play this game? Also, these lenses, right? They're mostly meant for game designers who are making a game. Each lens is a series of questions that a game designer should strive to answer. either, oh shit, either like, you know, hey, address it or answer it with an in-game answer, you know? So I don't know what DE thought when they're like, well, I almost died there. Holy shit. As you can see, it's getting a little bit nuts. Let me turn on his Toxic Lash. That's a little nullifier. I tried to score him, but it didn't work. And they're at 53. Nice. So I'm not really sure what DE thought, like what would surprise players, but I'll tell you what surprised me when I started playing this game. It's parkour system, because that's kind of what kept me. That's kind of kept me coming back, and it kept me like engaged in the game. I know the game was advertised as a Space Ninja, but I don't find a lot of games that offer a lot of mobility like this. Games that stand out: Prototype, the original Prototype series, and its sequel, Prototype 2. And there's Infamous, to a lesser extent Uncharted, but I really value mobility in games. That's one of the things that surprised me. Also, how complex this game was to understand. That was surprising too. And what the hell are these things, man? I was also surprised by how deep the lore was. Now, DE does not execute the lore that great. I'd say at least half the time. But you have standouts like the Second Dream. But that's more narrative execution. I'm talking about the actual lore framework. The lore framework for this game is actually really surprising because it was so well done. But how DE executes it. But we're not talking about that. We're talking about what surprised me. What else do we got here? Does the story, game rules, artwork, or technology in this game have surprises? Oh yeah, yeah. So the story, I like already mentioned, like the lore framework was surprisingly well done. Some of the narrative execution of the lore is well done, aka Second Dream. The sacrifice was, it was actually well done. It was just like they hyped that up for like a year, and it was like a half-hour quest with like, so the hype of that game kind of actually went against it. As far as game rules, again, the complexity of the game, that was kind of surprising, a little bit off-putting, to be honest with you, when I first started playing. What else? Our artwork, I will say the aesthetic of Warframe, it is very, it kind of goes into another principle that Mark Rosewater from Magic the Gathering was talking about. He was saying, if you make a game everyone will like, but no one loves, it will not succeed. And that, I think that's akin to the old adage of, if you try to please everyone, you end up pleasing no one, right? And that leads into Warframe having a very strong and unique aesthetic. It does not really try to be generic sci-fi to please everyone. And actually, the frame I'm playing now, Saren, her armor design what actually pulled me in to give Warframe a shot. Because for an unrelated reason, I was Googling Warframe armor before I was actually into the game, like Warframe armor designs. And when I saw hers, I was like, wow, I want to check this game out. Now, she's not my favorite frame, but her designs is what got me into this game. I was just like, I really was curious about the story behind it, you know? Technology, I wouldn't say it has, like, surprises per se, but I am surprised that this game looks as good as it does for being able to be run on such low-spec systems, quote-unquote potatoes. But the game looks really well, and I don't want to try to harp on the same mantra that I see going around a lot. Like, it looks really great for a free-to-play game, because that's like saying like, oh, you could throw really good for a girl. You know what I mean? It's kind of insulting. Even if you could look up factual data that, you know, that may support that, I still kind of find it insulting. Warframe is a really good-looking game, period, and I was a little bit surprised by that, how good this game looks. So yeah, I would say that would cover like the surprises here. All right, I have a feeling I'm gonna get it soon. Alright, what level are these guys at? I only got one toroid. Alright, he died before I could get his level. I guess that's electricity proc I'm getting right now. Oh man, I'm getting it. I'm getting it. Oh, I couldn't even see because of that light. I almost destroyed that beacon. That's no good. Counterproductive to what I'm trying to do. Hey, Stainless Sinner, if you're still there, can you say something random? I just want to make sure my chat is still working, because I actually got, because of what happened with you the other week, where I missed your chats, I actually, in that tweet I sent out, WeChat actually responded to that, and shortly after that, when I started logging in to do streams, there's a notice that pops up that says they're working on, chat and getting this bug out, but the trade-off is the chat may cut out while they're fixing the bug on the chat cutting out. Kind of ironic, right? But I just want to make sure it's still working. I mean, I might be able to check it myself if I just, if I could find a moment and go to the chat mode on OBS. The chat screen or scene, whatever you want to call it. Oh, he did not like that. Now, those guys are still on 19. Why? Did that say 72? It did? Yeah. Alright, so some of these guys are leveling up, but some aren't. I don't know what's going on there. That's a huge discrepancy. Is it by beacon? Is it by beacon? I kind of got to know now. Oh, there's actually guys up here where I thought I'd be safe. Alright, so that's one beacon destroyed, unfortunately. Did he just, like, throw a cold proc grenade at me? Would that actually be a safe little cubby hole in there? Oh, probably not. Alright, I'm just gonna go check my OBS real quick. Make sure I'm not missing any chats. Okay, it looks like I'm all caught up. Okay. Go back to the play screen. Alright. Just wanna make sure. Just wanna make sure. Alright, let's get a get that tactical flash going. Is that the cloud right there? Did they change it where you can't see the cloud? That was actually one of the coolest things. Was the cloud was really visible, so even if the damage sucked, at least you got this aesthetic off it. Where'd everyone go? Oh, it looks like we got those things. They respawned. Okay. Alright, okay. Guess I'm not gonna gas proc the ship, huh? Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh shit, shit, shit. Wow, I didn't realize my my sentinel's dead already. Holy crap. I didn't even notice it, man. When did it die? Thought that was a turret. Thought that was a turret. Oh, we got there's oh! What was that? Alright, first death. Not even like well, I started this at 9? I don't know how long I was here, but shit. Like, I don't even know what killed me. I saw, an osprey right next to me when I died, so maybe that. Looks like a lot of stuff hit me at once. Oh, I almost died there too. Shit. Be a lot harder without the operator, though. I'll tell you that. I'll tell you that right now. Alright, let's see if I can get all those mobs to come to me a little bit, man. Yeah, these aren't leaving any kind of gas. Oh, shit. It's those combos. I don't know if it's combat in Scramba, but when I was doing fissures on Despina, it's a corpus excavation on Neptune. Those combos and Scrambas can one-shot the drills all the time. Oh, I'm in trouble here, I think. Oh. Alright, my energy's back up, almost back up to where it was. There's still guys left over here, huh? Alright, let's see if I could go take care of these guys. Alright, looks like we have new quote up from Mark Rosewater here. The details are where the players fall in love with your game. I mean, if you think about it, it's like if you design something like a game. Stainless on Mixer says quiet in here today. Well, yeah, I'm still kind of a small time streamer. If you weren't here, there'd be nobody here. Yeah, it's gonna take a while for me to get like consistent regulars, but that's the whole thing. Like this whole streaming thing, it's a marathon, not a sprint. Are you at work? Ooh, okay, this is getting rough here. This is really getting rough. Stainless Sinner on Mixer says, but I'm kind of busy with work and whatnot. Oh, I got you. I got you. Alright, so I guess that answers the question if... Oh! Wow. Just when I unleashed my ultimate, I died. Wow. Wow. Iron Man landed. Got me. Fucking got me. Alright. So I might be hitting my limit as Saren, but I would have stayed alive there if I wasn't an idiot with my landing. Alright, let me get my Toxic Lash for my Toxic Lash build going. Oh man, I'm gonna be in rough shape here. Well, I am in rough shape. So as you can see, I think I'm entering. I've entered two-shot territory. It's not gonna be too long until I'm in one-shot territory. And just staying still in the same spot for just a couple seconds, even in the same trajectory. Like I'm facing death here. Try to be fancy with the wall latch. Like, oh, they won't hit me up there. Immediately shot. Immediately. Now, if I brought something that did rad procs, that would probably help me out a little bit. Give me some crowd control. They could focus on each other instead of me all the time. But I just wanted to bring thematic all gas Saren build. Holy fuck, man. I might need to leave soon. So I don't want to lose the toroids I did get. Damn. question is, what do I bring back with me? I've tried Necros. I mean, I could try him. I didn't try him on stream, I don't think. I think I tried it, like, before I started streaming. His two, Fear, comes in real handy. Holy shit. Whew. I might need to bring Zenistar. Like, my god. I didn't think I'd die once by now. Those guns are really annoying, though. What are those things? Are those like Vaughns too? What is shooting at me? All these fucking ospreys over here. Look at those shields. They're at 105 now. They're at 105. No wonder I'm getting killed. Yeah, but there's still like level 15s running around. I'm not getting that. Man, all right. Get this energy going, this energy regeneration. Jesus Christ. I don't even think I addressed what Mark Rosewater was saying here. The details are where players fall in love with your game. I'm trying to think how that relates to Warframe, because it's like, oh, of course you do. You know, of course that's true. I think maybe in the case of applying this to a game, it's like you do not know what individual players will like in a game. Like when DE was making Warframe, they didn't like when they were putting together the high concept of the game. Like, all right, we're gonna like do space ninjas and shit. But there's a lot of systems that comprise Warframe to make it the game it is, right? And those are the details. And you do not know what player is gonna fall in love with what system or really adore what system, whatever. So if you make those details important, there will be bound to be players that really like that system when they come across it. So I think that's what Mark Rosewater was talking about. I actually canceled my side attack with operator transference. That was, I guess, kind of cool. All right, looks like we got a new lens here. Let me actually go into void mode to read it. What is a chance? This is a lens of expected value. What is a chance of an event occurring? I mean, I think this could range from anything like an RNG drop to like an event, like a story event. Like before I started playing, there was like the Tube Man dilemma or something like that, or Gratis dilemma. So I guess it can mean any of those things. And since this is made to be asked by game designers of their own game when they're designing a game, I guess it's like for every event. So I guess I'm gonna go with like two chances, like my general outlook on RNG drops and story events, like narrative events, right? So I would say for the stuff that players want, like when they want something to drop, it ranges from fair to like ridiculous, like ridiculously low. Like Brozim just put out a video where he was grinding for some ephemera for like 16 hours and he still didn't get it, or he got it and he was just done. I think he said he got it and he quit Warframe for a week or something like that. Like, I don't know, man. Grinding 16 hours for something, that's a bunch of bullshit. But there's been stuff I've grinded for and I've gotten it like, you know, right away. Would that have about as same a drop chance as, you know, something ridiculous like those ephemeras? So, the tricky thing about RNG drops in Warframe is a free-to-play game, and it makes its money by asking the player if their time or their money is more important to them. So it's really a difficult thing to talk about, because if I talk about making the RNGs more fair or more forgiving to the player, that could directly affect Warframe's income, which directly affects like if people are losing their jobs or not. You know. Now I don't think DE's in a position where they need to worry about anyone losing their jobs, but if they made all their drop chances really generous, they might. They might, because now people don't have to ask the question so much if their time is more valuable, because they're getting everything very easily. Then where's Warframe making money? I mean, it'll still make money on cosmetics, right? But I don't know. It's a hard thing to answer without getting into the business. And I mean, I could answer it, but I know there's a lot of business stuff attached to that. So now, as far as story events, what I would say that's pretty low. We get like one a year. But what I'm hearing lately from older players is there used to be story events all the time, and I don't know exactly why that decreased in frequency. Maybe DE got comfortable, maybe, but I'm almost positive there's something behind the scenes that they're working on, testing out. They probably looked at their numbers and are like, hey, we've kind of like stabilized right now. I think we're safe to start working on other things that we've been putting off for years. Don't know what those things may be. Don't know if that's true. That's just my guess. Like, I really don't know. But yeah, the chances of a story event happening more than once a year, pretty low. It's pretty low. And even then, that's kind of up for a debate. Yeah, I gotta get out of there, man. There's a lot of guys coming over there. What is shooting me? Oh. Look at that guy fucking sniping me. That's pretty cool. Oh shit. I need to use my molt here. Oh shit, where's this coming from? Where's these mines coming from? Is there a ship here? No? Alright, so what is the perceived chance of the above what I was just talking about? What is that happening? I think I already went into that. Like, for stuff that's really cool or really awesome to have, the drop chance generally tends, at least I perceive it to be pretty low. Like, I tried farming for condition overload for quite a while. Did not get that, despite having spent hours on Ophelia. Now, luckily, I like going to Ophelia. It's a fun map to go on. Shit, man. I'm about to die. Yeah, operator mode, man. This would be a challenge not using my operator. Like an extreme challenge. Alright, he shot stuff in air. Does that mean it's coming back down? Yep. At least in that case it did. Darkness Stera from YouTube says sup. Darkness Stera, sup, bro. How are you doing this morning, man? Welcome to the stream. I'm glad to have you. I'm doing a little Orb Vallis pseudo survival. Half the reason to farm toroids, half to actually have the survival mode where I don't have to worry about ridiculous, nonsensical life support that doesn't even make sense. Interception panels, defense chiropods. It's just me versus the enemies. It's a little thing you could do in Orb Vallis if you really want to challenge yourself here. But yeah, how you doing, man? Want to know how you're doing. That's the whole like streamer viewer interaction. You know, how are you doing, man? I mean, but I'm honestly curious, because if I didn't want to know the people that come by to the stream, I probably wouldn't be streaming. Oh man, I'm in trouble. I am in trouble. Darkness Dara, that was originally on YouTube, has now switched to Twitch. He has switched to Twitch. I just like saying that because it rhymed. Darkness Dara says, I'm doing meh. Why are you doing meh? Why aren't you doing fantastic? Or why aren't you doing horribly? What's going on with you that you're only doing meh? Could be any number of reasons, and I'd rather not assume. I kind of want to know straight from you. Straight for you how you're doing. Also, what part of the world are you from? To answer your question, how am I doing? I'm doing alright, man. I'd say the biggest thing that happened today that I didn't like is I had to start my stream half an hour late. I got caught going to the bathroom. You know how that happens sometimes. Got to be somewhere, and then all of a sudden, you're in the bathroom for like half an hour. So, other than that, though, I'm doing great, man. Drank my coffee. I'm having fun playing Warframe because I'm actually playing something actually challenging. Using a non-meta build. I actually died a couple times before you showed up. But I'm doing alright, man. Thank you for asking. But I kind of want to know more about what's going on with you, bud. As for me, I seem like a boring subject to me. I mean, feel free to ask about stuff, but I want to know more about the people that come by to the stream. Like, for example, one of my first regular reviews, artist from Colorado. I also know a software developer from Jamaica. Right now, there is a nurse that's watching. She's at work. Oh! Speaking of challenging, holy shit, I think I have to leave here. If I die one more time, that's it. I'm gonna lose all my Torres. Oh shit. Alright, I'm out of here, man. I gotta get out. I gotta go. Alright, so that was my first Orb Vallis survival run. Let me get back to Fortuna here. So Spaceport seems to be where it's at. Woo! Yeah, I was trying a toxic lash build for Saren. Wasn't really using her spores too much. Wonder if I would have did better if I did. But mostly, someone on Reddit, some random Tenno, probably a new player, they were asking for a toxic lash build. And I didn't like that even though when you create a forum post that clearly has the title and the intent, he was getting a lot of echo chamber responses like, oh, why do you even want to do that? It's not a question of why he wants to do that. The question is, he wants to. What is advice from people that know the game how to do that? Like, the concept of him wanting to have fun or not follow everyone else is like, it was just like, it was too hard to grasp, you know? So I tried my Toxic Lash build. It did okay. But I think I'm going to try something else now. I might try something a little bit more tanky, to be honest with you. Well, I didn't even use my Zac-B once. Holy crap. Alright, so I could go with the Rhino, classical Rhino. See how far that gets me. Try Nova, but she's squish as hell. And I was doing a fair amount of parkour and positioning, trying to be tactical about, you know, how much fire I was taking, and I was still getting like blown away. So I don't know if I'm skilled enough to pull off Nova. Alright, let's see here. Loki might actually be good. That radial disarm might do wonders. Actually, no, he might be too easy because the radial disarm's like bad enough for enemies, but then I could be invisible most of the time. Like, I don't know if that would actually be that challenging and that quote unquote fun to watch. Banshee would be pretty interesting. I'll tell you that. I know I'm not skilled enough to take it the distance with her. I've tried Hydroid before. He's not so bad. Cora? He does have that new loot thing. I don't know if I have her augment to make her Strangled Dome into like a loot sphere. Let me see if I do. If not, then I don't know if I'm gonna take her. Even though I just did take well, I have one of her augments, right? So that makes me think like maybe I just didn't buy. Here, let me go back to my ship. That makes me think I just didn't buy one of her augments. If I don't remember going into trade chat to buy one of her augments. I must have purchased it from the syndicates there. Alright, so let's see what we got here. Items. Oh, I got a couple I don't have, right? There it is. Alright. We got a couple of these here. Kind of interesting. I'm just gonna get it to get it though. Actually, what's this other one here? Ooh, Nidus would be actually kind of interesting since he scales, right? Ooh. Actually, you know what? Let me think about taking Nidus here. Because he is built for endurance runs. And he's not like invincible per se. I still have to keep up on him. So yeah, let's actually go with Nidus. Plus I haven't used him in a while, and I love his deluxe skin. Well, let me check out his build though. Make sure I know what I'm working with here. What is this? What am I doing? What was I doing with holster speed? I don't know what build I was trying out here. I mean health, yeah. I other than that I don't know what I was doing here. I think I was trying some kind of weird melee. Oh, you know what this was? When I couldn't figure out why I couldn't use my abilities. There was I started using anti-keylogging software because I had some hacking issues not too long ago, and I couldn't use any of my abilities. I couldn't figure out why. So I was building him to just be like Mr. Melee, Mr. Channeling Melee. So this is what I have going on. Wait, hold on. Valued Neptune, Nidus thick, I suppose. Not as thick as Wisp coming out. Have you seen her, man? God. She is thick, man. She's like marriage level thick. Like, oh my god. I mean that in the best possible way, too. Value Neptune on Twitch says, oof. Yeah. Yeah, dude. She is, when they revealed Wisp, I was a little bit mesmerized. I don't know how you want to take that, but I'm just being honest. I was just like, I was like, I valued Neptune on Twitch says Wisp with the power of the sun. Yeah, I'm not sure how I feel about that, to be honest. I mean, it looks cool. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, using the power of the sun to channel like a fire Kamehameha. I'm not saying that's bad. I'm not saying that's not cool at all. I'm saying it's cool as fuck. But what I am concerned about is how many other fire warframes or fire-based abilities have to come out before DE is like, you know what, maybe we should rework Ember to be the fire frame. And if there's going to be a fire frame, there better be a damn good reason why they steal her lunch. Because it's not like she's broken and you see her everywhere. She's like the king of killing, or the queen of killing like trash mobs on like low level. Like, who cares, you know? So they should have, if anything, gave that fire Kamehameha to her, right? And then reworked. Because when I think of Wisp, I don't necessarily think of like fire beams, you know? I'm not saying it's not cool, but it would have fit onto Ember to give her some life, to give her some, to give her fan base like what she really deserves. And Wisp is just like, I don't know. That's how I feel about it. You may feel differently, but that's how I feel about it. So I guess I'm gonna go with some strength there. I need to fill these V slots. Oh, I could go with prime continuity. What am I thinking? All right. Why aren't the primes right there though? All right. So yeah, we're gonna go prime continuity. I don't really need energy that much because I'll be using the 3 and the 4. I don't know. There's a precedence for it, but I think I want to go for range with that. Maybe a stretch. I don't know if I'm going to keep the armor and agility on. Like I said, this is a build from when I couldn't get my abilities to work. But yeah, it seems like I want to go power strength there. Maybe not so much blind rage, but some intensify I wouldn't mind. I wouldn't even mind Firewalker, to be honest with you, but I don't know, 45%. Alright, so how much is it going to take off when I take it off here? So I lose like 200 armor, but my armor is going to be scaling with my stacks. I don't know. If anything, I would like Streamline to be in here. And then I have one more. Let's actually take a look at his ability mods. Yeah, we're definitely going to take him into so Insatiable. Okay. I don't know how much opportunity I'm going to have to stand around in my Ravenous though. That's the thing. Hitting 4 enemies with Virulence grants 70% weapon critical chance for 9 seconds. So I'm going to get a lot of crit. Now, if this is additive, or I don't know if this is additive or multiplicative. Because if it's additive, I could do some insane shit. But this is more reliable. Yeah, let's take this. I think this is, actually, no, I don't have a lot of range on here. I just have... Can I put something on here that's not overextended? Because I don't want to decrease his strength too much. I mean, Augur Reach looks like that's about as good as it's going to get without overextended, so yeah. Alright, so... And let's put Nullifier on here. I don't want to get Meg procced for the little energy I do have. And I didn't see any Toxin Exodus for that last run there. Alright, so yeah, alright, we are ready to take him into my the little pseudo survival. Now I wonder if I should switch up the weapons. I mean, I was having fun with this still, but I wouldn't mind switching up. Especially since I can't rely on Saren's Spores to strip armor when I really need to. Or if I really need to. So I might have to switch it up here. I wouldn't mind with something a little bit AoE. Corinth might be a good contender. I mean, Miter's fun, but I've taken it there before. It doesn't quite work out that well. Actually, yeah, I have the augment on this, and I have 100% status. So let's try this out. Yeah, try this out. But let's gear it for Corpus. What do we got here? Magnetic and gas. Okay, let's take this, and let's take good old static core. In case I need to get those mag procs going, I have some radiation to fall back on. And we could take this for Corpus as well. Magnetic and Toxin. Okay. And big question is, do I take my favorite melee weapon at the moment, Tatsu, or do I go Zenistar for more practicality here? I don't know. Let's stick with Tatsu then. Also, cannot forget Jade, since I don't need to rely on ammo so much. Alright, let's try this out, man. We're going back. We're going to go back to the spaceport. Solo, of course. And Orb Vallis, yeah. So we have what? These are new viewers here, actually. Darkness Stera and Valued Neptune. Did I ask you where in the world you guys are from? I tried to ask. If I did ask and I'm repeating it, I apologize. You gotta work with me here, my bad memory. I still need to look down for the M key when I'm not like actively typing. Alright, so we're gonna go back to the spaceport because that's really where the action was at here. And I'm gonna take a good old big sip of coffee before that happens too. Well, I guess that's good. I don't need to hold like shift and back anymore to slow down, so that's alright. Still don't know how to do the vertical maneuver. Oh, is that it? Just up and just try to do a forward roll? Is that what happens here? Okay, we're getting a little too close for coffee break time. A little too close. That's the key to streaming in the morning. You gotta have some kind of coffee. You gotta have some kind of streaming juice, I like to call it. And since you both are new to the stream, if you're wondering what the hell the messages are that are flashing, right, in the lower right hand portion of the screen, I like to talk about game design, but I really like talking about game design through like credible sources, and each of these are from designers or game designers. I like to apply them to the game that I'm playing, because at the very least, reading this stuff keeps me talking. And it's a big deal to keep talking while you're streaming. Also, it can foster discussion where we all have a common anchor point to branch off with. Because if we were just getting to game design principles between me and you, or whoever's watching, that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. But without some kind of credible source, it just becomes a lot of opinion. And not that these are rules or laws or objective. They're still opinion, but they're just a little bit more credible. So that's why I have them flashing out. And so we're about to go into the endurance run with Nidus, and we have Lens 14, risk mitigation. I think this is appropriate to talk about now. What will keep the game from being great? In my opinion, right now, and just a little recap, these lenses are meant to be used by game designers as they're making the game. The purpose being that they are supposed to ask themselves these questions while they're making the game and address these questions with an in-game solution or just, acknowledgement. And by doing so will help make the game better. So you pass all your game designs through all these lenses, and ideally at the end of it, you have a much better game than you had before. But obviously I didn't make Warframe. I'm not making Warframe. So what will keep this game from being great? Right now, I feel there's two areas that Warframe is currently suffering in, that has been suffering in for a while, and that's the new user experience and endgame, right? If Warframe was like a hoagie, like a big old Subway sandwich or whatever, it's like really, its middle part is huge and wonderful, but the tail ends of the hoagie are like, there's nothing there. So everything's concentrated, all the tomatoes, lettuce, meat. It's like a big bulge in the middle of the hoagie. Once you get to the mid-game of Warframe, it's fucking fantastic. But when you first start off and you don't know what the hell's going on, not so much. And when you're a veteran such as myself, you don't have that much to do. That's kind of like why I'm in Orb Vallis doing this pseudo-survival. Because there's just not so much for me to do, and I personally just don't like the mission designs of a lot of the missions we have in the game. Either they're just arbitrary or they don't make any sense. Survival being the worst offender of that lack of sense. But anyway. Alright, let's get this going on here. Yeah, we need to get these stacks going like ASAP. Start building this stuff up. Yeah, I'm hoping these acid shells work good on the corpus here. And the second question: how can that be stopped from happening? Well, it's already happened. So again, these are meant for designers as they're making the game. But what can Digital Extremes do about these two broad issues I have with the game? And I feel others have them. I know a lot of players and people, veterans and the like, have complained about how poor the user experience was. Like, we need the wiki to get through this game. Like, I can't even imagine playing this game before there was a wiki as robust as it is. Like I can't even imagine. Alright, and my acid shells just blew up that beacon, so that's not good. That's not going to get the survival going here. Alright. I can kill you guys, though. Alright, I need you to place down your beacon, buddy. Yeah, the key for this pseudo-survival mode are the beacons. Because once you have all 4 beacons down, you have enemies coming at you pretty much non-stop, and they escalate. I don't know if the escalation is tied to the number of beacons, but they definitely escalate when there are 4 out. Before I left and came back as Nidus, like, they were at like level 102, whatever. But right now, there's not shit. Hopefully I don't have to leave and come back. There we go. There we go. There's one. There's one. Our level is this guy 23. How much damage per shot is he doing? Alright, not that much actually. I mean, he'll kill me if I just stand there, but I just want to see how much damage he was doing. So, this is a question of how can DE solve both new user experience and endgame issues, the tail ends of this game. For the endgame, since I'm like, that's where I'm at right now, right? I can appreciate both sides because I'm a veteran in Warframe, and I am really dying for something to do in this game after, don't get me wrong, it's provided plenty of entertainment up until this point. I played this game for over 6,000 hours. But I also went to school for user experience in interaction design, so I really understand, or I should say, I can really appreciate and I love digging into aspects of new user experience. Like, that's my jam, you know. So I feel passionately about both ends of this game. All right, we got 2 beacons. All right, so we're getting there. So I would say the easiest way for me to describe like how DE could fix the endgame problem is there seems to be like they are worried or concerned about putting too much challenge in the game. And when they do decide to put challenge in the game, they kind of fuck it up. Like the arbitrations, like those arbitration drones were always pure design cancer. That's not talking ill of the people who designed arbitration drones. Because what a person does and who they are, they're not always the same thing. And especially when you're talking about a team or a company, you don't know who has their hands in what and what directives had to be met, what deadlines, what like, you don't know. We don't know it. It's not just D.E. Scott making all the design decisions. We don't even know if he has to pass off, if he has to sign off on everything. We don't know. We don't know how DE really works internally. So I'm not going to speak ill of like any designers. They may have had reasons for doing what they did that is just unknown to us. But with all that said, arbitration drones, pure design cancer. The revival system, pure design cancer, and actually goes against the point of what arbitrations were supposed to be in the to begin with. Was a challenge that if you fuck up and die, well, that's on you. I never really liked the mechanic, to be honest with you, because it goes against the whole revival thing that Tenno could do based on the lore, right? Maybe less revives, but no revives, like, seem kind of silly to me. And it seemed like just like an arbitrary thing to put in here just because. Just like the arbitration drones. And I mean, hey, it lives up to the name, arbitrary. But anyway, that was supposed to be like the boon for endgame players, and it never was. And if they keep going in the... If they keep insisting to going on the direction they want to with arbitrations, that they seem to want, it's never going to be an endgame thing. So the easiest way they could fix it, I think, is just have each planet, or you know what, have a resource players can attain that lets them modify a mission to start off at a level that is more suited to them. So if I wanted to go to Earth and have like one of the missions start there at like level 100, 200, then that's up to me. That's up to me and this resource I get to do that, and have the resources for those type of endeavors scale with the difficulty. So if I go to Earth excavation, and it normally starts off at level like 6 and 8, right? And I have this resource, whatever it may be, I could have the enemy start off at like, let's say, level 200. Okay. Well, first of all, it gives me the challenge I'm looking for. I think that's first and foremost. But secondly, just make sure the rewards scale with that challenge, you know? Like, having fun, that's half the equation for, you know, playing a game at the challenge level that suits you, but being rewarded appropriately, that's also the other half. Because there still will be very few players that would play something on a more difficult level if they're not getting rewarded proportionally. That's just a fact. Valued Prime. Oh, yeah, I called you Valued Prime. I'm sorry. Valued Neptune. I'm sorry. I thought my chat would just move, so I was trying to respond as best as I could. But yeah, I would say that would be the simplest thing to do. And if you're going to do that, if you have this resource that starts the levels off at where you want, then throw in like some mini bosses that are relevant to that faction and or planet, right? All right. I need to start building up the stacks here. I didn't start building them up at all yet. I need to take care of this. This is fucking killing me. I remember this was 5 stacks to get invulnerability. Or your undying passive. Miss those days. Yeah, but I need to start building those up. Oh, I don't have enough energy. Shit. Oh. Can't pass this up. Oh, man. Okay. Or is it 15 stacks to get undying? I forget which. It's been a while since I played Nidus. I know he has one of the best deluxe skins in the game. I got it, and then I actually stopped playing it as him. No real reason why. I love this deluxe skin. It's great. It's actually hard for them to outdo this skin, to be honest with you. Alright. Looks like we moved on to a new lens, so let me address that. Kind of wish I had more time to talk about the previous lens. What was it? Risk mitigation. Alright, so this new lens is dynamic state, the lens of dynamic state. What objects are in the game? They're attributes. Now, there's way too many objects in the game for me to actually go over, because this goes from everything from the weapons I have, to like the containers we break, to these fucking things that can't break, to that thing up there, to the sky dome. Like, again, these lenses are more so made for game designers as they're making a game. Like, so they would actually go over all the objects they have, and then I think the next question is their attributes, and then list their attributes. So everything's on the table; it's all known. So what objects are in the game? A lot, a fucking lot. What are their attributes? Many and varied. That's all I really know for sure. But as far as like front facing the player, what we care about, I guess we can consider those objects, because at least in a computer code they are. Even like a mission may not seem like an object, but it's an object in the programming language. I don't know if any of you heard of like object-oriented programming language, and I'm not sure if DE uses that one, but I know that's a common practice today. Use object-oriented programming language. So front-facing objects, warframes, weapons, mods, loot, missions, rewards. And what are the attributes of all those things? Varies. There's a lot of variations. There's hundreds of weapons. There's dozens of warframes. There's about a dozen or so missions. Oh, I just blew up a beacon. Is that what keeps happening? I keep blowing up these beacons with this Sobek? Because if that's the case, this is never gonna get going. Oh, I think that is the case. Crap, Ola, man. Alright, so now that I know that, I might have a weapon that just destroys too much. Let me, because my backup is the static core. Alright, Fortuna is right that way. Alright, so we're gonna bite the bullet now. Question is, what weapon do I bring? I didn't think that the Sobek would work that well. I didn't think it would blow up the fucking beacons, but I guess so, man. Because I should have been knee deep in it by then. Alright, so next question is possible states for each attribute. What trigger state? I have state 2 times. What trigger state changes? But it actually says what trigger state changes. I gotta fix that. I'm glad I noticed it then instead of like an hour in. I'm like, why aren't these enemies any tougher? I can't really bring AoE weapons, and I probably should just change out the static core, to be honest with you. But I think I would like something about radiation. I mean, just to be perfectly honest with you, I think I would like something a little bit of radiation in long range. Long range and radiation. That's what I'm going for here. Archoplasmor has it built in. That's not exactly long range. This Stilo is working out pretty well. I like the Brad Prime a lot, but I'm gonna run out of ammo pretty fast with that. Yeah, its secondary is gonna end up destroying those things, those beacons. I do have the Prisma Gorgon. Lens I like, but I might blow up the beacon by accident. Up for Vandal, maybe actually. I mean, it has an AOE at the end of its attack when it hits contact with an enemy, so I'm not so sure about that. Let's go with Prisma Gorgon. We know for a fact it doesn't have AOE goddamn anything. It looks cool. Alright, what do we got here? Magnetic and Toxin. Okay, that works. And I have wait, what's going on here? Wait, I have a crit build here, but not a crit build here. What the hell was I doing? Weird. Do I have shred on this one? No, I don't. Wow. What's on here? Okay. Yeah, I don't know why I don't have this as a crit build. I must have been trying to do some Q or something. I don't know. But yeah, this is getting made into a crit weapon now. Alright, so I have electricity on the last one. I just want to try and mirror. So I put 2 elements on there. And this is electricity. So I guess I could put the thing is though, I want magnetic and toxin, but I guess I could just go heat, get radiation. But I don't have shred on this either. I love punch throw. I think it's vastly underestimated, but it doesn't look like I'm gonna be able to fit it. Yeah. Okay. Alright, let's try it without punch throw. Let's see. Yeah, type in radiation. Heat. Electricity. Alright, yeah. Okay, so this is gonna give me some crowd control I really need. And I guess if I start using this, it's because I really need it. So let's go for the old Zenistar because I was really not even using my melee weapon, to be honest with you. Let me change off the visible in the holster because even though I like this, it already is. I love the way it looks when it's all ridiculous Final Fantasy Cloud big like that, but when it's holstered like that, it doesn't look so cool, you know? It doesn't look so cool. Alright, let's try this again, round 2. Oh, this is actually round 3. And we want to go back to this space, but you think I would know where it is by heart by now. Alright, maybe I could just remember it now. So when I come out of the gate, just kind of go behind it to the right a little bit. Alright. Or maybe not. Maybe just like right behind it. Go right to it. Yeah. What's up, guys? Alright, place your beacons down. Nice. Alright, so we're immediately getting those beacons down. Oh, we're getting the music too. Hopefully this keeps playing. One of my favorite songs in Warframe is this fucking Cold Tundra song. Maybe that's what I was missing from the last attempts. I should try to stay around this area. Maybe I could get the beacons all placed here. And that way I don't have to worry about destroying them as much. I don't have any energy. Holy shit. Okay. Gotta fix that. Alright, I need to calm it down a little bit here. But take care of the robots first because they don't place beacons, unfortunately. Alright, we got 2. It looks like we got a 3rd one on the way. Alright, that's what I like to hear. Alright, I only got one stack off that? Oh, man. Oh, shit. Big robot right next to me. But I'm still going to get these stacks. I almost died for that, though. Alright, yeah, they're still a low level. So no wonder that went down so fast. Alright, are you guys going to place some beacons here, man? It seems like it would be prime for you guys, too. Nidus having built-in regeneration helps a lot. Oh, shoot the robot. Dude, place your beacons. Come on. These MOAs are really acrobatic on this map. Like they're trying to win an award or something. Oh, did I damage it? No. Nice, okay. Looks like we're about to have 4 going on here. I'm still getting used to using the number keys for my powers. I used to use the mouse wheel. But in an effort to finally learn the number keys as I'm typing, I switched to what everyone else has probably been using. I still don't have a hang of it completely. But I'm trying. Alright, so next quote. Yeah, I guess it is a quote. I don't know. Alright, so this is from Mark Rosewater. He says, allow players' ability to make the game personal. Alright, I talked about this at length when I was playing The Division. But The Division and Warframe, they both share very similar pathways to make the game personal. Because first you may ask, like, well, how do you allow players to make the game personal, right? Like, how do you even do that? And the answer is customization. The more you're allowed to customize your experience in the game, the more personal it becomes for you, because customization is a form of expression. And expression comes from the person. Oh, that worked? That worked out pretty well. Now, if we take it from Mark Rosewater's perspective of Magic, there's over 15,000 cards in that game, right? And a player in Magic the Gathering is tasked to select out of all those 15,000 plus cards to make a 60-card deck. So it is very easy to make a deck in Magic the Gathering that is unique to just you. And not feel like you're sacrificing like efficiency or viability or anything like that. Your deck is like kind of like your palette, your canvas to express who you are. So I definitely take the game that way sometimes. But in Warframe, let's think about it. So you have one of the dozens of Warframes to pick from to suit your personality, your playstyle, right? It could be like a personal expression. It could be like a meta build that you got off the internet. It doesn't matter. It's representing who you are. Then you get to pick your weapons, right? Whatever they may be. Warframe has hundreds of choices, literally hundreds of weapons of all different shapes, sizes, and kinds, types, whatever. Whatever you want to call it, it has it. It doesn't have a minigun from Doom, though. I'm a little bit sad like that. So it has everything besides a fucking minigun. Alright, let me get the Zenistar to play, too. Oh, wow. Are these things proccing blast? What is doing this? I don't even know what is proccing blast on me. Is it AoE from these shots they're firing at me? I don't know. Anyway, so you have all the weapons. Then you have, like, you could bring companions. you know, sentinels, the pets, whatever. And then if that wasn't enough, then on all those pieces of gear you bring with you, they have mod slots. Warframe has hundreds of mods. And this is where the similarity to Magic the Gathering really begins. Because not only do the mods resemble Magic the Gathering cards... Oh, there it is, right there. Get the hell out of here. Yeah, not only do the cards look like Magic cards, but again, it shares similar principle in the fact that there's hundreds of mods in Warframe. But for each weapon, you have a certain amount of mod space to make that weapon your own build. Now, as a little side note, the mods in Warframe, like, even though there's a lot of them, if you want to really be effective, like at, let's say, doing higher level content like I'm trying to do now, your choices aren't that great. Like, even though there's hundreds of mods to choose from, there's only like a handful, like a dozen or so, that you actually get to pick from to remain viable. So it's not like in Magic the Gathering where there's like tens of thousands of cards and there's thousands to pick from that are like great, you know? In Warframe, even though there's hundreds of mods, there's only like a few that are actually worth using, unless you're trying to be cute or something like that. Which, you know, you can still do and do alright, but you won't be doing as alright as someone else. That's like using the viable ones. What else? And that leads to like millions of different combinations. Yeah, millions of different combinations between Warframes, the gear loadout, and the mods. Then to top it all off, you have the ability to customize the appearance of your Warframe, right? Like, each Warframe has roughly about 5 or 6 sections that you can color how you want. And then they offer skins for Warframes. Like, for right now, I'm using the deluxe skin. Deluxe skins are made by DE that you could buy with the premium currency, platinum, and you can equip the skin. And again, once you buy this deluxe skin, you could then color it. They also have the Tenogen system, where fans of the game, they submit their own skins for Warframes. So you have customization options for those. And also for those skins, you can color them as well. And I also forgot to mention for your weapons, and they also, some of them have skins you can use. Forgot where the one key was there for a second. Alright, I have Undying now, so... Oh, there's that mag proc I was talking about. Oh, I'm about to die. Alright, I think I have that on Corrosive. That's fine, because I like the blast proc on the Zenithar, because it's a disc of crowd control. Except against that guy. I think I was saying before, the Orb Vallis guys don't seem to care too much about the Zenithar. Alright, and we got a new quote up. This one is from Mark Rosewater. Alright, he says, resonance is important. Now, he has two very similar principles here. Resonance is important, and piggybacking, which we may get to today. And I listened to this part of his presentation quite a few times, really trying to understand the difference, and I'm still not that clear on why they're even separate. They seem so similar. But let's talk about resonance, right? So when DE built Warframe, right? When they decided their theme wanted to be like, you know, Space Ninja, and whatever else you want to add to that, but we can all agree that it's a Space Ninja themed game. Again, I don't want to go really beyond that because this game is so varied and has little bits and pieces from other genres in it. But it's Space Ninja game, right? Well, the thing is, they didn't have to build that concept from scratch. They didn't have time. They didn't have to take the time really to educate new players on what the concept of Space Ninja was. They could paint their own picture, like, oh, I know what a ninja is. I know what space is in science fiction set in space. So, oh wow, so a ninja that does a lot of stuff in space. Like, that new players come to your product preloaded with a lot of assumptions and ideas and concepts that they got from pop culture or wherever. It doesn't matter. They got it from somewhere. And you, as a game designer, or DE as designers, they could use that to their advantage. Now, have they? I'm sure they have in some respect, but I'd really have to sit down and look at their advertising from when they started till now. Like how much they use the fact that players come to their game with assumptions and preloaded knowledge to their advantage, right? But since they never really took the time to explain Space Ninja, they've always just mentioned it in passing. I think they're aware, yeah, people who's come to Warframe, they kind of have an idea what a Space Ninja is, and that's why they've never really taken the time to explain it. And if you think about it, how many other Space Ninja games are out there, you know? Like, I think Warframe has that niche pretty much filled. Just a little side note, I don't think I'm getting any Torraids this time around. Getting a lot of combat, though. Getting a lot of combat. And some nullifiers. I'm about to die. Oh, also another side note. Speaking of Space Ninjas, the whole handspring mod, I get what D is trying to do with the mod, but Warframe should be able to handspring, like, naturally. Like, come on. Even if it's, like, slow, like, the handspring mod should just, like, really speed it up. It just takes too long to get up. Oh, shit. There goes my security blanket. Oh. I need to build it back up. I should actually link a guy so I could shoot out 2 virulences at once. Alright, there's my safety blanket. It's back up. Oh, maybe radiation wasn't? I don't know. I don't think I've really observed it. Oh, there it is. I saw they were shooting at each other. Okay, so it's working. It's working. It's working as intended. What the fuck? What is happening here? Why am I dying so fast? Wow, I have like no safety net back left now. All right, let's switch scenes here. All right, what are you doing, buddy? Get out of here. All right, I have enough for to link to somebody to do his parasitic link. Think I might do that? I want to do this here. All right, you're getting it. Oh, it just killed him. All right, and it used up Is that still moving around? Like, what's going on there? Alright, so he doesn't care about the parasitic link. Alright, that's fine, I guess. Lesson learned. Lesson fucking learned there. Jesus Christ. Oh, man. Alright. So I guess to try to sum up this resonance is important is when you propose a concept, just be aware that your players are going to come to your game with expectations and of what the concept's supposed to be. So if you say, hey, my game is about space ninjas, and they get to it and they start playing it and it's like Cooking Mama, probably not going to do too well, you know? So you have to be aware of this resonance of people, the connection that people have with these ideas. Alright, you're getting linked. Alright. Do I have my Zenostar out? Yeah, I think I do. Oh, you're just up here just ruining everything, huh? Get out of here. Well, I can't believe I lost my undying so soon. I can't see. I'm just like kind of firing where the shots are coming from. All right. Looks like we got some new meat here. Good. Yeah, let's build up those stacks, son. Let's build up those stacks. Looks like I got some enemies to my left here, too. And then the duration on this parasitic link is awesome. Alright, I don't know where that went. Oh, there it is, right there. Good spot for it. Alright, I have a security blanket back. But this guy, these pickaxe guy almost took it away. Oh, God. Alright, there's a toroid. There's a toroid. Alright, I need to link another guy fast. And we know it's not going to be those mini jackals or lynxes or whatever the hell they are. Oh my god, what is going on here? Yeah, let's get this party under control here. Are you dead? Yeah, you better be. Alright. Let's get rid of the shield. Alright, yeah, this is going a little bit better than last time. I mean, it doesn't hurt that Nidus has a built-in you can't kill me mechanic no matter what. Although I did see a video on Reddit not too long ago where Nidus did get killed through his undying. I had to be a bug though. Hey, even with the Zenistar, this is getting kind of tough, man. But this is what I like, man. I really want challenging content because it justifies all the power we have. Otherwise, it's like Thanos using the Infinity Gauntlet to steal candy from a baby. Like, I guess, you know? Guess it sells the power fantasy for like the first 10 minutes, but after that, not so much. At least not for me. Oh, I was about to die there too. What is shooting me? Where are these guys coming from? Now, since I'm using tankier frame, like I don't have to use parkour as much, but it's not like I can't use it at all, you know? And I think that's what I see a lot of players make that mistake. Like they're like, "Oh, Banshee's squishy." Sure, she is, but if you're really skilled at the movement in this game, you could still be as survivable as like you know a Nidus or an Naros or whatever. But you have to be really, really good at the movement. You have to have like a shred of tactics. You have to know how to use cover. There's more thought in keeping that squishy frame alive than oh, she's trash, she's squish. It's like, hey, have you thought maybe that you're trash? You know what I mean? Oh, speaking of trash, look at that. Alright, I'm deploying this Zenistar. Fuck that thing. That was weird. That was off. That was off. Oh, I should have remembered. They don't care about the parasitic link. So you're dead. Gotta kill you. Who is shooting me here? Who's shooting me from over here? Anybody? Or is it just some turret like long off? Oh. Get out of here. Oh man. There's a beacon right down there, right in the middle of everything. That's funny. That's funny. Alright, looks like we need another Zenistar disc too. Speaking of beacon, I think I have plenty place around here. Alright, I want to get to this lens, if only because it sounds so cool. Alright. Think we're good for now? Is anyone alive here? I proc the ship with radiation. No? Alright. That was a fool's errand, but it was fun though. It was fun. Alright, so this is a lens of holographic design. What elements make the experience enjoyable? Well, I've identified the core loop of Warframe to be customization. Well, no, combat, collection, and customization. In that order. That's why I started over. Because you could say, well, fashion frame is the end game, or I really like, socializing and customizing my dojo and ship and all that stuff. And that's fine. But this game would not be here if it didn't have a really good combat loop. DE as a company, it would not have been able to be kept afloat by strictly dojo fashion frame game. Like you log in and there's literally no combat. You just like decorate your character. That's more like IMVU, like personalized avatar chat or Second Life or something like that. Well, Second Life's not. That's a little bit apples and oranges. But if you think DE would be at the place it's at if they made a Warframe version of IMVU, I mean, it could be. I'm not a business expert, but I don't think so. I don't think so. So in my eyes, anything that really extends the options and depth of either combat, customization, or collection in a natural and fun way, that's what's going to make the game more enjoyable. For me, like, I want to see the modes brought further together, closer together, so it seems like they're part of the same game, like the Archwing mode. And to a lesser extent, the PvP mode called Conclave. Like, Warframe has all these discrete modes in it, and they just do not seem connected. They still seem like the same game, it just seems like they're prevented from being the same game. If that makes any sense. Alright, Alright, I have 2 lifelines now. I want to get to like 100 stacks though. So these guys are getting all the Alright, I don't have any energy left. What elements of the game detract from the experience? I think it's going back to what I just said, like to speak to in that these discrete modes. DE as a company, I think it's found success in constantly updating and reinventing itself. Right? Alright, I just took some stacks away. And I lost my invulnerability phase by going to operator mode immediately. That's a bug, huh? Alright, he's radiation proc. He should be drawing the enemy's fire. I guess he's not, though. I don't know. Or he should be trying to fire at the enemies. But since they're continually like updating themselves and reinventing the game, they have developed this habit and legacy of like the game of half-finished modes that they'll introduce, they'll work on for a little bit, and then they'll forget about it for years and years as they're moving on to the next thing, and they're moving on to the next thing, and they're moving on to the next thing. Oh, it's getting a little spicy up here. I might have to relocate. Might have to relocate, but I want to get some of these stacks built up. Oh shit. Almost lost my 15 right there. Alright, yeah, that was a sign. It's time to get out of here. Not out of the survival mode, but it's time to proc him at radiation so they concentrate on him a little bit. Alright, they're about to summon someone down with that beacon back there. But yeah, they make all these different modes, and if you like one of those modes and you want to see them improved, well, hey, fucking good luck, man. Because DE probably already moved on from it to the next big thing that they're going to release, and then they're going to forget about that, and they're going to move on to the next thing, and they're going to forget about that. And I'll tell you what, that does take away from the experience. Now, they may be doing that because that's what brings new players in, but I'll tell you what, man. I'll tell you what. Just to bring some numbers outside into it, and again, I am not saying I know better than DE how to run their fucking business, because I am some nobody streamer who's not even considered successful at what he's doing. And they make hundreds of millions of dollars on their game idea that none of the big publishers thought was even possible to do back then, and they proved everyone wrong. So let's get that disclaimer out there. But here's the thing. DE's gone on record saying they have like something over 25 million accounts registered. However, when you look at the Steam charts, like the most amount of people playing was like 115,000, something like that. So what's 115,000 of 25 million? What's the retention? What's the retention of that? Not that high. It's high enough to keep DE as a company successful and their people employed and no one having to get laid off, I'm not arguing that, but I'm saying the retention rate isn't that high, and I think it has a lot to do with the fact that they just develop all these modes and forget about them and don't touch them up like they should. And Archwing is like the prime example of that. Alright, yeah, you're getting linked, buddy. You're getting linked. Oh shit, okay. Is that the thing from last time? Yeah, it's still up there. Okay. Damn, okay. Hey, you gotta go, buddy. You gotta go. Enough of this with you already. You got stuck on in geometry, but hey, I'll take it, man. It's getting rough. It's getting rough here in Orb Vallis. Getting real rough. Alright, I'm gonna make a garden here. Make a ravenous. It's time. It's time to make the garden happen. Oh, I probably could make this look really sick if I fucked around with the secondary energy, now that they have that option here. Well, it doesn't look so bad. I'm definitely like a achromatic person. I like messing around with black and whites and grays, mostly. Alright, looks like I didn't get to the rest of that lens because I was too busy running my mouth about other things. But the next quote we got here, looks like my parasitic link post died. Fuck. Wonder if that had something to do with the Zenistar. Alright, looks like that's helping me out here. I might get rid of this beacon like right in the middle of my plan, my battle strategy here. I want to start building up to like 100 stacks. That's what I want, man. I want that 99. There we go. Doing quite a bit of damage, and these guys are still taking it. Yeah, this beacon's going. Sorry, buddy. I already have enough going. I already have the full 4 going here. I don't need any more right now. Or at least I didn't mind destroying that one. I mean, if there was an option I could come in here and not destroy any beacons, I probably would. Because this is what I'm going for right now. I'm going for this kind of ridiculous challenge level. What level is he at? 97. So they're definitely getting there. They're coming on up. And I need to refill this energy here. Alright, so this next one is from Dieter Rams. He says, good design is thorough down to the last detail. So, I think that actually ties back into what I was saying before. Is Warframe, not Warframe, Digital Extremes, they develop these modes because they're in this constant rapid state of like iteration and reinvention, which despite my complaints about it, despite what anyone else's complaints about it, they've been successful with it. So we could think one thing, but the numbers don't lie. Like, they've been successful with whatever they've been doing. But anyway, why this ties into what I was saying about they release a mode or an aspect of the game and then they forget about it. Well, what Dieter Rams is saying here is independent of like the business success of the company, right? Because when they release these half-finished modes, they are by definition of it being half-finished. They're not thorough down to the last detail. Where the hell does this come from? Oh, he's doing some parkour. But he has the cold proc, so there goes that. There's his story. Alright, I'm going to try a parasitic link down here, actually. Oh, you know what? I think I figured out why I tend to run overextended. Because not only does the virulence go a lot further, I think, but my parasitic link distance gets a lot bigger. Oh wow, I actually ran out of ammo. And my shade is dead. Alright, well, some corpus are joining the space program. That's not so bad. So you have to argue, is that good design? If they, by Dieter Rams, well, by his definition, no. But the counter argument to that is, do some players find it fun? Do a lot of players find it fun? Does it help DE make money? Does it help them stay afloat? Because those are the things that really determine a good design for a company to stay in business. But these are more overreaching, well, not overreaching, like academic. I don't know. I'm actually struggling to find the verbiage here. Because Dieter Rams, he went to school for this stuff, but he derived these principles from decades of product design experience. So it's not so much academic, it's tried and true shit. I mean, the reason I know about Dieter Rams, I'm not like a product designer, I'm a web developer, user experience guy. But even I know about him. And once I read into him and his history and his principles, I was like, wow, this shit makes sense, you know? Alright, I guess I could do this Zenistar here. I don't know if we're getting as many enemies as we were, though. Now, is that actually damaging him? Where are these guys at? Are they up here? Alright, that worked out pretty well. Still want to build up these stacks, though. Where are you guys at? Nope, nowhere? I got a Toriad for my troubles, huh? 111. Oh, wow, okay. Yeah, they're getting here. They're getting here. Oh, shit. Alright, so I came down here to fuck around for a little bit, and I lost some stacks. That's what I get. And I also lost a link to my parasite. Oh, shit. Okay. Yeah, overextended. Now I know why. Now I know why I run that on Nidus. Because otherwise his link doesn't have doesn't have the parkour distance it needs. Alright, I have one more security blanket left. Oh, I was finally on my way to building them up too. Alright, we're gonna maximize this. And we gotta take care of you before you wonder how we died. Oh yeah. This shit needs to go bye-byes. Oh my god. Now, whatever DE's been doing to succeed, I'm not going to tell them to stop doing, but I really think it's time they look at their game, everything they made over the years, and finally start trying to tie it all together. I'm not saying stop the iteration, but they've made so many systems and so much stuff. It's time to tie all this shit down, be thorough down to the last detail with synergizing everything and making sure everything feels like it's a cohesive whole. And once they get that core 6-year base established and all connected together, then start rapid experimentation again off of that base. But I just personally, I just don't want any more new systems or other than like a really good end game mode. But as I was describing before, that doesn't really take that much work. I just want to start off a node at a given level that I want, and maybe throw in some random bosses like every 5 or 10 minutes. Like, I don't care if they're from the planet or not, or from that faction or not. But if I was like doing this, I could start off the Orb Vallis. Like, that's not such a big ask. I feel they could do that no problem. Probably take like a month. I'm not gonna say it's gonna take like 2 days, but I'm just saying. Alright, yeah, these guys are pretty high level now. Even my static core, it's taken a while too. Alright, they're gonna get the Zenistar here to take some of his armor off. Alright, try to build up the stacks again, hopefully. Alright, ran out of energy. I mean, if this thing's just gonna stay here, then I'm just gonna keep getting stacks off it then. Oh my god, what the hell just happened? I cannot build up the stacks fast enough. I think I got 2 toroids for all my troubles here. Oh shit, wow, I didn't realize I almost died there. For real. For real this time. Alright, it might be time to switch locations, because I'm like all out of stacks, I think. Yikes. Alright, let's see who's up here, who might be shooting down at me. I don't know what this guy's been doing the whole time, but he's not doing it anymore. He's not doing it anymore. Alright. Yeah, but DE needs to get thrown down to the last detail by connecting all these disparate and discrete systems together they made over the years to one cohesive whole, and then get thrown down to the last detail. But I realize a lot of what I'm saying is a lot easier said than done. A lot easier said than done. Warframe has like thousands of art assets, 6 years of work, over 2 million lines of code. It's a lot easier said than done, to be honest with you. Alright, looks like my ammo is like nearly filled for my Gorgon, so that's good. Alright, we still got a lot of spawns over here. Alright, I'm trying not to take any chances here. Someone behind me? Oh, it's that thing. That was killing me. Almost died there, too? Can I parasite link the jackal there? Almost died. Almost. I'm close to getting my. I don't know! Alright, it's time to get out of here. Alright, I didn't think I'd actually be coming to this cubbyhole anytime soon, but... Should I even be worried about that? Like, it's not even attacking or moving. It keeps getting stuck on in geometry, I think. Let me just put this behind me so that I don't get snuck up from behind and killed. Alright, I'm gonna try to fill up some stacks there. Oh, okay, got people at spawn. There you go. Get the fuck out of here. That. Looks like I still have duration on my link, but I don't see the link. Oh shit. That's the last thing I need is fucking nullifier to get pulled into my my whatever it is, mine too. I forget what the name of it's called. Oh, as soon as I come out to do my link, I get killed. Shit. Uh-oh, I'm in trouble. I'm in trouble. Oh, man, how am I going to do this here? It's taking a lot of shots to take these guys down, too. Fuck. Oh. Wow, okay. Oh, God, okay, it's getting tough. As long as I don't get a nullifier up here, I should be alright. Alright, got a lifeline back, thank God. Alright, let's see what kind of... What was time to run out of energy, man? Yeah, this is getting rough, man. Orb Vallis survival at its best. Stainless Sinner. Hey, look, it's your regular viewer on YouTube. Oh, Tsukage, man. Dude, I'm sorry. I hope I didn't. Hope you weren't waiting there too long. I got so involved in the survival. How you doing, buddy? Sorry about that. Oh shit. Woo. How are you doing, man? I'm glad to see you around. And Stainless Sinner, thank you for letting me know that I am not responding as I should be. Oh. To my faithful viewers. Again, I really apologize for that. I'm sorry, man. Woo! Yeah, take that. Yeah, I do not need a freaking these guys are getting tough to take down, man. Jesus Christ, man. Woo. Well, these quotes cycle every 10 minutes or so, so I couldn't have kept them waiting more than 10 minutes. Not that that's an excuse, but I'm trying to make myself feel better at this point. For my failure as a streamer. Shit. Tsukage on YouTube says, good. Are you just trying to survive as long as you can in Orb Vallis? Yes, I can. Yes, I am. It's a survival mode that's actually just pure survival. The key is to have the beacons going 4 or more at the same time. Because as the enemies spawn in, they keep getting stronger and stronger. And I finally clear this area out. That'd be great. Now, I kind of wanted to name this morning instead of Orb Vallis Survival. I just was gonna name it like Toroid Farming because it's kind of the reason I'm here. So I need one of the last things I have left to do in Warframe is to max out my standing with little duck. But the way I go about it is doing this. So I might as well call it Orb Vallis Survival in case other people don't know about it, because I would like this to get popular, like just the Orb Vallis like pseudo survival, so DE can clearly see this is what a survival mode should look like. Like I could have went up there and camped in the corner, but the enemies are so relentless. Like I don't know if it was the best solution for me here. You know what I mean? Tsukage on YouTube says, cool. Yeah, it's definitely what I'm doing. Oh shit, what the hell is happening here? I've been having trouble building up a full 100 stacks here, man. It's been rough. I guess I should have did it at the very beginning of this attempt of these runs here, because it's rough goings. Oh, there we go. There's the first death. There's the first death of the Nidus run here. Not that I have 100 stacks to refill, but oh man, it's rough goings, man. Alright, just gonna proc that radiation so they shoot at that for a little bit. Like, damn. Alright, maybe the static core will help a little bit. Alright, so I have no stacks. I have some energy. Nope, not working. And yeah, we have this jackal just stuck on a geometry, which is fine for me for now. I've been trying to get some use out of it. Oh, about to die again. Oh man. This might have started a domino effect. Alright, let's get this damage reduction link going on. I am a sitting duck. Don't know how you ended up behind me. Maybe bounce off the wall or something. Now this is like magnetic, toxin, and radiation, and these guys are just walking through it. Doing a lot of damage too. $136, okay. This actually scales in normal faster than normal survival too. That's ironic thing. Alright, maybe get the Zenistar going here. I don't know. Where do you guys keep coming from? That's what I want to know. Alright, my link is about to run out. That's fine. These mines are everywhere. Do not need another beacon. Not even a little bit here. I'm all beaconed out. Alright, it might be time to switch locations a little bit. See if I could get a better advantage. Or an advantage, period. Poor operator. Just getting it. Yeah, if I come back here at Nidus, I'm going to definitely pick Overextended. I didn't think I needed it as much, but jumping around trying to do all this parkour, I like go out of my parasite link, or my link range pretty fast and pretty often. Alright, we have a new lens up here, a new design quote, but I don't know if I even have the the mental space to even talk about it right now. It's just taking a lot of concentration just to stay alive here. And I probably should have known this from before, but I probably should have brought a more specialized elemental combination, because here you need to deal with armor and shields. I thought the radiation would be nice for some light CC, but it's not working out how I thought. And this Lynx is just stuck here, man. I wish I had an opportunity to, like, use it to build up all the stacks I wanted. Oh my god, are you serious? Yep. Oh, there's something behind me, of course. Get the fuck out of here. Oh, it's actually shooting, finally. Wow, okay. Okay. I am near my limit with Nidus, because I die a couple more times, I'll lose the whopping 2 toroids I got. I guess it's just time to take this down. Am I still getting shot by something? What? What am I getting shot at by still? Now I wonder if that's going to free up jackals to spawn elsewhere. I really wanted to try to use it to build up 100 stacks, but these guys were not having it with their fucking shields and everything else. How is that guy resisting my power? Yeah, I guess we gotta go. So I die one more time, that's it. Whew. That was intense. Now, do I even want to try to kill these guys? From maybe way up here, I will. I'll take out my my inadequacies on them. I wanted to take the chance of getting killed by their fucking those all powerful Molotovs they have. Alright, looks good. He's like, he is buried. Alright, I'm gonna go back to Fortuna, and I'm gonna come back here. And I'm gonna see if I can make the best build for this. See what's the best gear I could bring to this. Not that Nidus isn't good, but I don't know if it was the best build. Simply because I was just like, I just want to kind of have fun and skew towards maybe like a best/meta build, but probably be Wukong or Rhino, to be honest with you. Because those only I would have to worry about is well, Wukong is probably a little bit more survivable than Rhino, because Rhino you have to be careful when you refresh his iron skin, you know. Oberon may not be too bad. But his number 3 augment renewal, Phoenix renewal, it takes 90 seconds to refresh, so maybe not. But I want to try to go back and crush these guys. That's the thing I'm trying to say. And let's see how many forays I even got there. Last mission result. This probably was like 2. Yeah, 2. So it's definitely not the most effective farming method to go in here solo. But I'm just trying to have fun. Seeing how long I could survive in this. And all right, so it's time to be serious, everybody. If you have some tips, tricks, backseat gaming, if you've been watching the Orb Vallis survival runs this morning and you have some tidbits that I haven't been doing or you would like to share, I would like to hear them. I would like to hear your build ideas. I have every frame except for Hildren, Baruch, and Equinox Prime. I don't have all the weapons. I've mastered most of them, but a lot of them I sold. So let's start with the frame, actually. And I'm pretty sure that neither Baruch, Hildren, or Equinox Prime are the frames to bring. I mean, Equinox Prime, I can maim a lot of stuff, but as you saw, even when I'm being as evasive with parkour as I can be, I'm getting shot out of the air, I'm getting shot when I'm doing a wall latch for like half a second. It's difficult. That's why I like this Orb Vallis survival mode, you know? So it kind of like a little mode. Well, I guess if I am being technically honest, like, well, is that even a phrase? If I'm being honest with you, Loki is probably one of the better frames because they're not going to be really killing me if they can't see me, and I'm going to be disarming their weapons constantly. So, I guess that would be it, really. I probably wouldn't even take off their radiation proc because if they're shooting at each other, they could probably shoot me by accident. So yeah, that's honestly probably one of the better builds. I actually was talking about it earlier this morning. Now I think about it, I didn't want to do it because it would seem too easy. But yeah, I think so. We have a lot of duration on my invisibility. The range isn't as big as it could be. I'm not really going to necessarily need energy siphon with Zeneric. So let's I want to switch it out for something else. Enemy radar. I almost always I run with one of these two mods: enemy sense or enemy radar. Information it gives is invaluable, pretty much. All right, I want to try to fit more range on here. Kind of what I was going for, and I wish these were Exilis, but they're not. All right, so, ooh, I'm not running any survival ability here. This is just pure invisibility. Do I want to do that? Health 225. Oh, I don't know. I don't know there, buddy. I might have to run something. But then again, if I actually go far into the late game with this, then I'm going to get one-shotted anyway. Ooh, what should I do? What should I do? Ooh. Actually, with the duration I have on here, I could use a safeguard switch. Or not safeguard switch. There's a savior decoy. So if I, with my duration, as long as I keep remembering to redo my decoy, I think its duration's actually quite a bit. Let's take a look at it here. Oh, so over a minute. So as long as I keep on top of my decoy, then I can make one mistake a minute and still be alive. Anything more than that, well, it doesn't have a cooldown, so I'm just assuming, you know what I'm trying to say. Alright, so we're gonna try this. Alright, we're gonna try this build. No survivability, except for Savior Decoy and Invisibility, but that should be all I need. Now, I want to actually pick, I want to make some intelligent choices about the weapons I'll be bringing here, because I have a feeling that I'm really going to be going the distance here. So I'm thinking Tigress Prime is probably the most damaging thing I have. I mean, that's quote unquote like the best weapon in the game. I wanted to bring the Sobek, but I kept destroying the drones. Oh, not the drones, the beacons. So I can't bring that. I'm gonna bring the Super Vandal or Vandal with the Augment, but the Augment might destroy the beacons. Don't want to do that. So there it is. There's a Tigress Prime. Tyburn's Prime is pretty good. Sniper Rifle might actually be alright. Just as the sheer amount of damage. Actually, I mean, now I'm thinking about it. I mean, should I? Should I bring the Rubico? I don't have a ribbon for anything, but I mean, it does a lot of damage. I don't know. I don't know. Pick the Dread. I think the damage on this is fairly high. Is that 125% crit chance? And what do I have? I have 100 munitions. Now, when I'm going against Hunter, nullifier bubbles and shit, that may not come in that handy, but I can't deny that this does do a lot of damage. I'm not sure if I should. Let's keep looking though before I decide. Yeah, well, I have to look at the weapon before I decide if that's what I'm trying to do here. Alright, we saw the Gorgon kind of petered out there. I mean, it's a fun weapon. It looks cool. It has good stats, but we just saw it like peter out. I can't really take it the distance in Orb Vallis Survival. Lens. The only thing I'm worried about is blowing up the beacons. But I think if anything, my last run just taught me they're gonna be placing beacons all over the place as long as I keep moving around in the area, and then I can kind of settle down and try to find a spot to defend. So that may not be as big a deal as I anticipated, though. Let's see. I think I have viral and 100 munitions on here, same as Dread. Yeah. I mean, these slash procs that I'm gonna get off this are gonna be pretty insane. So this is 125% crit chance. That means 30% of the time I am going to be proccing these slash procs, and then that gets better with multi-shot. So I think I'll check the lens. I'll take the lens. I feel that I'll be able to kill more enemies faster than with Tigress Prime. Static Core, we saw that peter out. But Static Core is a really good weapon, so I don't actually know as far as secondaries go what would be better than the Static Core in this situation. Not the weapons that I have, at least. I mean, I could bring the Sonic Core that guarantees crowd control. Actually, I don't have a lot of secondaries. Now, can I bring the Static Core and just change the elements around? If I'm going viral with my primary, and the slash procs from that are going to bypass the shields, then I might want something that strips armor other than the Zenithar, but then again, I don't know. We're not bringing the Kraken, in case you're wondering. That's not fucking happening. Atomos used to be, it's decent, but I think it will peter out. The Silica Prime, even though I kind of put the form in there, it's kind of a joke weapon. Like, it's cute, but it's like, you really want to bring that to like what I'm trying to do here. Sidhe Gamma Core. Maybe, actually. Maybe. I know it has the Syndicate proc, and that may damage the drones. But at the same time, and it says corrosive and magnetic. So, Riven disposition for the stocks, though. Alright, let's try this out. Let's just try it out. And I think I'm going to stick with the Zenithar and corrosive and blast. Any kind of attack speed thing I could put on here so I could actually use it more during combat. Well, I'm not really using it for damage. I'm using it for its its status effects, to be honest with you. So I don't really need Prime Reach, definitely. Prime Fury, do I even have room for it? Yeah, if I take this off. We're losing a lot of damage though. But then again, if I'm using this for melee attacks, like I don't know. If I'm using it for melee attacks, I probably fucked up somewhere. Alright, so I'm just gonna leave that as is. And wondering if I should keep the surprise machine or switch to a carrier for ammo case. Because this has built-in ammo mutation, so I'm not too worried about that. Is it Simicore though? Or Gamma Core? I might run into ammo problems if I need to use that. So I'm thinking maybe yeah, I'm thinking carrier prime. And plus they won't be shooting it as much because I will be disarming the piss out of them. That's my plan anyway. Okay. Okay. So I'll probably stop streaming at 1. So this, if I'm doing my job right, this should take me right up to 1 o'clock. And yeah, let's see how this works out here. Yeah, in the mornings I stream until from 9 to 1 because that's a good solid 4 hours, and then it gives me plenty of time to take a break in between when I start again at 7 to make lunch, feed my daughter, change my daughter, spend time with her, get prepared for later that night. So I think that's what I'm gonna do. I almost didn't play Warframe this morning. I was like, what the hell do I have left to do now that I am done with Nightwave? But then I remembered, hey, let me do some Orb Vallis survival. So we're going back to the spaceport because that seems to be the legit, real fucking challenge there. The enrichment labs did get challenging, but it seems the spaceport scales a lot faster. So that's where we're going. All right, and while we're going there, it looks like we got another lens, and this is from Jeshi Shell. He says, what operational actions are in game? There's a lot of fucking actions there. Resultant actions I'd like to see. Happy with ratio of relevant versus actions. Let me get here. So, I guess out of the core loop of, oh, it switched. Alright, let's go invisible. Go invisible, we're starting it. Oh, should I put vial acceleration on here? Alright. Alright, they are. I have to take care of those. I have to keep making sure I'm refilling his energy. Yeah, I have to make sure I'm doing that a lot too. Because one shot will take me out if I'm visible like this, but I want them to place their beacon, so this might be a little tricky in the beginning here. I don't see any beacons being placed yet. We need those beacons to be placed to get this going. So maybe if I go invisible and I place a decoy? My level 1 decoy? I heard that actually does damage in Conclave. Which makes sense because if it didn't, then you know it's fake, you know? This is gonna be interesting. It looks like I can't really... Maybe if I run around with my operator? Yeah, I need to get these. Alright, there's one. There's one beacon. Alright, so we're on our way. As soon as I come out of invisibility, shot right in the face. That guy has some fucking Olympic level jumps there. Oh wow, almost died there. Alright, we got third beacon on its way. Alright, and I could definitely disarm these guys. Oh shit. Alright, it's getting crazy. It's getting crazy now. I might want to put a fire rate acceleration mod on here. How was that? It's alright though, it's not like impossible. Yeah, screw you guys and your guns. Not gonna be shooting at me, man. Alright, looks like we got the fourth beacon on the way. And my decoy is still kicking. So this might be... Well, we'll see. It's too early to say if this isn't do better than any of the other builds I made here. Yeah, it seems to be the key to making that work is to find a nice little cubbyhole spot for the decoy to like kind of hide it in. Because if it was just out in the open, it would just get shot, like, destroyed instantly. Or quickly, I should say, not instantly. And it's actually distracting them a little bit. That's actually awesome. Alright, let's radial disarm everybody. Nobody has any weapons. No one has any guns. Have to do it again for the guys that just dropped in. What is shooting him? What is shooting my decoy? Get out of here. Get lost. Alright, looks like they actually destroyed it. I might actually pick a different spot for it next time. Maybe like up above on that thing? You know? Are there going to be any corpus up there? Hey, maybe. We'll find out. Oh, everyone needs no guns again. We need sensible gun control laws. Alright, it's going somewhat easy going so far. I gotta get better with my invisibility timing and stuff because I've already seen like coming out of invisibility for a second. Are we gonna place that there? Oh, looks like he has a gun. We can't have that, man. Is my decoy dead already? How the hell did they kill it all the way up there? Holy shit, man. Alright. Let's try to head out then. I'll just go massive duration and hide it on the other side of the map and see if they can kill it there. Alright, so while we're doing this, this will be a good time to talk about the newest quote that came up here, which is the lens of endogenous value. Let me just kill this batch of guys. There we go. Alright, the first lens question here is, what is valuable to players in this game? Well, I think let's start with a broad overview before we get into the mechanics and that whole thing. Because Warframe's a free-to-play game, right? And it seems the most successful free-to-play model out there, regardless of how extreme it goes in one direction or another, is that free-to-play asks the player a fundamental question of, is your time more valuable or is your money? Because if your time is more valuable, then hey, you can skip the grind and you can pay for stuff you want right now. Or you could do it the inverse method. So I think every Warframe player has, I'd say, like a more of an awareness of their time to money ratio than other games. Because most other, like if you're not playing a free-to-play game, you just pay your $60, you get it, and then you discern value from there. But I think Warframe just it asks that question of players more often, is what I'm trying to say. Alright, gun control. Gun control always coming in. There we go. Gun control laws enabled. Background checks enabled. I almost want to die to see how this... I never used this safeguard switch before. I actually don't know if it has a cooldown or not. I forgot about his incredibly long wall latch time. That's why I have Potassium on him. It won't kill me, right? Ooh, that looked close. Alright. Not going to take any chance at Frost Club over here. Alright, yeah, the lens is performing good so far. Looks like we're getting a little low on ammo. Oh, there we go. We're fine. We're fine. Alright, and... again, it seems like a nice little safe spot. What's with that walk? What's with this casual... casual, I'm not doing anything with my life walk? What is that? His friends are dying around him, but he's just like, oh, you know, it's just one of those days, I guess. So anyway, I was saying, yeah, Warframe app, since it's a free-to-play game, I think it asks players more often what is more precious to them, more valuable to them, is their money or time. Now, it's valuable to everyone to some degree. With everything we do, with anything we do, you know? Well, virtually anything. But Warframe just asks that question more. In my case, after playing this game for so long, I think what's more valuable to me is my time. But that's just me. Alright, so... what is valuable to players below like that, like kind of like high level look? That top down look? Let's actually try right here. Let's see if anyone comes back here. Actually, I'm thinking if my invisibility is going to run out, it's best for me to operate on mode somewhere safe. And then, alright, so I found out if I place my decoy right there, they will find it behind the box and fucking go kill it. Not too surprised. But since the core loop of Warframe is combat, customization, and collection, right? Or combat, collection, and customization, rather. I think out of all those things, I think the customization aspect of Warframe is probably the biggest, because you could take that at face value, like, oh, so you're talking about fashion frame. Yes, I am, but I'm not only talking about fashion frame. No, because customization allows you a personal form of expression, and that could be expressed in a fashion frame, or it could also be expressed in combat via unique build and how you load your weapons up and stuff, like what you pick to bring to what. But yeah, I would feel that customization is probably the things that players, other Tenno, value the most in Warframe, by far. Without the customization option, Warframe becomes strikingly similar to a lot of other games. It may look a lot different, but it would be a lot more similar to other games. How can it be made more valuable? Well, they could double down on the customization options. Now, to any Warframe player that's bought a color palette, palettes seem kind of silly. Because first of all, you pick a color, you don't really know what it is. The only way to find out what it is outside of Warframe is if you took a screen capture, then took it in Photoshop and did the eyedropper tool. Like, they could make it more valuable if you bought a color palette, it gave you the 6-digit hexadecimal code, so you can work with it outside of Warframe. Did I just destroy a beacon? That increased the value a little bit. But my suggestion, though, really, is just to ditch the color palette system altogether and just give us a fucking color wheel. And they could even do it like, you unlock, like, slices of the color wheel over time. Like, you have to buy different slices, but if a train wreck like Anthem has enough sense to do the color wheel, I think Warframe could learn from... And Anthem's not the first one to do that by far. I think the most robust customization system I've seen is in a game called All Points Bulletin. I actually never played it, but I looked at the customization options. I think it was Nerdslayer, a YouTuber by the name of Nerdslayer. He's the one who pointed its systems out to me. If you haven't heard of him, I would really go. I'd really recommend him. He covers MMOs and basically why they failed, why they died. But he's a very credible guy. He looks up his sources more than I've seen anyone else on YouTube, and he partially inspired why I'm doing the quotes, cycling through the quotes the way I am now. I don't think I ever mentioned that before, but yeah, All Points Bulletin had a really great customization system, most robust I've ever seen. And while Warframe does offer a lot of customization, it's still limited in scope compared to a game that came out like 5-6 years ago, or years before Warframe, I should say, or maybe around the same time. Either way, I'm trying to say color wheel is better than color palettes, right? But the thing is, if that makes the eat a lot of money, who am I to say they should get rid of that if that keeps food on the table for them, Like, if they were to change it to color wheel, I don't know how much money they might lose. And then will that be responsible ultimately for someone losing their job? I don't know. But the question is, what can be done to make it more valuable? At the very least, if they're going to stick with the color palette system, give us the hex codes for those colors. That'd be really great. Also, the fashion frame in this game, where you like put accessories on your Warframe, the fashion in this game is only additive. You can only add shit to your Warframe. You can't really take it away unless it's something you previously added. So if I wanted to go beyond just colors to express my Warframe in a personal way, I add stuff to my Warframe. I can add like shoulder pieces, knee, leg pieces, chest pieces. I could add these things called Sidanas that go onto my... Oh! Paying for that. I got lazy. I got lazy with my decoy. I paid for it. forgot what I was even saying there. I got completely like sidetracked. What happened to all the? I just realized all the beacons. Where are they? Yeah, where are all the beacons at, man? Yeah, where are all the beacons at? Crap. This isn't much of an Orb Vallis survival if I don't have like a swath of enemies coming at me, is there? You know? Alright, you're leveled up. Are you gonna put a beacon out though? Because that's what I want to see, man. I want to see you put out a beacon, you and your friends. Is he gonna put one out? I want to keep him alive because I don't see anyone else around. Do they have duration on this thing though? Oh. Got too cocky. Alright, you know what? Let's see how this works, this decoy thing, since I never actually used it before. I don't know what this guy's deal is. I don't even know if it's possible. I don't know if they have to be a certain enemy type to spawn the beacon. But yeah, I just noticed like there's no enemies now. I could try to fly away and come back. Alright, what happens when... Oh, I go right to it. And it does have a cooldown. Well, that's good to know. It's actually pretty cool. What the fuck? Those shots had a huge blast proc like that? Wow. Okay. Alright, guy. Enough of that. You had your time. Alright, do we have two guys up here? Alright, let's see what happens here. I'm gonna go right invisible right when this wears off. I'm gonna try to taunt this guy with my operator. This Corpus guy is fucking huge. He's like the mountain from Game of Thrones. Alright, is that a beacon? Yes. Okay, thank God. Did I blow them all up with the lens? Was I just not paying attention? Yikes. Yeah, the invisibility thing definitely fucks with the beacon. The beacon placement. Yikes. Hmm. Where the hell? Oh shit! 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 Until I find a better spot. God damn it! I don't want to die already. Yeah, I'm thinking I actually may take this Mark Rosewater quote out because piggybacking is so similar to resonance. I don't know why he actually made it a separate point. Because both piggybacking and resonance, from what he described, it's making use of existing information the player has coming into the game. So for Warframe, it's often described by the developers as Space Ninja, right? A Space Ninja game. So when a player hears like Space Ninja, they have like certain expectations or ideas what that may be, and a designer can take advantage of that to not do as much work educating the player on what Space Ninja means or what it should do in a game. So let's place that there. That looks like it'd be safe as any other spot. I should be dead before I even get down here though. All right, so we have 3 beacons. Massively behind on our leveling up thing here though. Knocked the loot right out of his pants. That was pretty funny. Alright, so where are these guys at? I see that a lot of them are above me. Oh, they're right there. Weird. Alright. No one should be able to find him up there. Huh, so invisibility may be one of the best suited to actually combat these guys, but it doesn't really do wonders for the spawn rate of this whole it doesn't really work with spawning the guys in to do Orb Vallis survival, which sucks. Out of all the things for Warframe that makes sense on. Not the life support survival nonsense, but this. Alright, we're getting some guys. Oh. Almost killed myself there. That's fine. Actually, crate him up there without going up there. Oh, he's almost dead. Yep. Holy shit, okay. That's funny. He got obliterated. What is shooting me from all the way over here? I want to know. Alright, let's calm you guys down with the guns here. I've been forgetting to do that. I have not gotten shit for Torres either. We got a tough guy here. Got a tough guy. There we go. Alright, trying to be more on top of this decoy placement. Alright, let's try to use this decoy, savior decoy to the max here. Try to be visible. There it is. There, it worked. It seemed like I was getting more enemy activity when I was visible. Well, that sucks, man. Yeah, I'm not going to be able to get a good... We're still at fucking 19. 34. I was at like 112 by now. Alright, it's time to bite the bullet. Is that Fortuna over there? I think it is. Alright, so I'm gonna have another like 18 minutes left to stream. Or I could take the break for today, the midday break. So Loki would be really good with like a group of people where they can keep drawing the fire, but by himself, the invisibility really puts a damper on the whole survival thing. Because they're just like, hey, where's the Warframe to even call my friends in? I'm not gonna call if I don't see anything, and that's exactly what they did. I did like my weapon choices though. It's just unfortunate. It's unfortunate the spawn rate worked out like that. So let's pick a frame that. I mean, I could use Ash, but I'm gonna run into the same problems. I'm just thinking maybe if I'm blade storming constantly, they'll see me blade storming, and then Mesa actually may not be too bad. Either with Limbo, because I could be in the rift and they could still see me all the time. I just want to be taking a lot of damage. What do you think about that? Zephyr may not be too bad, but Turbulence? Either would Nyx with her Absorb, although at the higher levels they'll burn right through her Absorb bubble, right through it. No, let me try Rhino. Because he would think like he would be the frame to bring to this this type of situation here. Alright, this is a must because I need to be able to refresh my Iron Skin when I need to, or when I think I should. Yeah, we want to get this Prime Flow on here. I mean, he is pretty much across the board build, so I'm just going to stick with that. I do have Stretch on him, right? Yeah, alright. So let's just bring good old Rhino. Yeah, while we're here, I could stand to have a better fire rate on this. Do I have room for it, though? That's the thing. Alright, fire rate. I'm gonna lose a little bit of damage, but I'm gonna be able to hit him a lot more often with stuff. With rounds. Alright, so I think that's good, yeah. Let's stick with that. I still have cold, Wait, I don't have any more viral. I have blast. What the hell happened here? Foot chamber, point break. Alright, none of this. This is the only element I have on there. How the hell did this change to cold? Oh, okay. I think I see why. Cold, impact, and I don't know how I have blast on here. I don't. Unless that's innately part of it. Okay, I'm doing this for the I didn't even close it on the corpse build. Crap. Okay. So I just need to take out file acceleration there. Where so gas and magnetic electricity. I mean, I guess that's cool. I think I would rather put auger pack on there than high voltage. Where the hell is it? Is it already on there? Oh no, I'm on primary. I'm sorry. All right, so I want to go armaments. That's what I'm going for. Looking for the wrong mod. I got it though. I caught up. I can replace this with cold to make it viral. I think that's what I want to do actually. If it works with the slash. I don't have 100 munitions on here. Oh shit. Okay. All right. Let's put the vial acceleration on here. All right. So 100 munitions has to go on here somewhere. I only have 8. All right. I'm going against Corpus, and I guess I'll put Toxin on here. Like, it's gonna go through their shield. I don't know how this will work, but we're gonna find out. I could leave the Synanoid Gamma Core as it is. Alright, let's go see how, like, frame that would be like, what you would typically bring to this. And I think the lens that just came up from Jesse Shell is very appropriate for Warframe, because it's one of its biggest problems. Cool, let's go one by one here. This is lens 31, the lens of challenge. What are the challenges in this game? And from what I think Jesse Shell is meaning is like, the actual challenge of the game. We're not talking about the challenge of, getting people to buy the game or a challenge of marketing. It's like once you're in the game, once you're sitting down playing it, what are the challenges within the game? Now, to say Warframe has no challenge is erroneous, right? People like to exaggerate a lot. But I mean, here I am. I'm finding a challenge for myself in the game that's actually pretty difficult. And of course, there's a Conclave, which is beyond difficult when you're going against, experienced players. But by and large, Warframe's a really, really easy game. And that's by design. That's on purpose. So what would I say? What challenges in the game? I would reduce that question to not a lot. Or it's in the minority. Because DE is trying to sell the power fantasy of being a Warframe, right? And it's hard to have a power fantasy if you're always getting killed by challenging enemies. So I think power fantasy and challenge, I think it's difficult for DE to work with. Or maybe most developers. To me it seems easy, but I don't make the game, so I can't really speak with any authority, of course. I don't know what goes on behind the scenes. Ooh, that charge is so much faster. Night and day different. Night and day. Alright, we got 2 beacons already. Yeah, that invisibility shit was not going anywhere, man. Alright, we'll get this going already. Oh yeah, vial acceleration all the way, baby. All the way. Oh, out ammo already? Okay. I gotta make sure I switch to the lens so it actually generates ammo. There we go. Alright, we're good. Back in the game. Alright, I'm gonna be careful not to destroy that beacon. Seems like a lot of them are above me though. I'm doing alright. Feel I'm doing alright. Maybe Rhino is the frame to take here. Don't know where that projectile went, but whatever. But that goes to the next question. Too easy, too hard, or just right? It's not just right. From a veteran perspective that really looks for a challenge, it skews way on the too easy side. Way too easy on the easy side. For the most part. Like I said, there is challenge in the game, whether it's something weird I'm finding like outside the box, like this this makeshift survival with my self-imposed rules, right? But then Eidolon fights, I like them. I consider them to be challenging, especially if you try to solo them. What else? Like I said, Conclave is ridiculously challenging. It's the only people that tend to play that are people that play that the most are people that have been playing it for years and have gotten used to that game mode. And the skill ceiling is extremely high, but I say that not in a discouraging or discrediting way. I like the mode, I do, but bottom line, is it fun to get my ass kicked like repeatedly into the ground in a row? No, it's not too much. But I don't say things like, oh, Conclave needs to be banned or nerfed or something like that, or they need to get rid of the parkour system in Conclave. Like, that's a good idea, which it's fucking not. I just recognize my skill just isn't at where other Conclave players are. But yeah, Conclave has a lot of challenge. So if you bring Conclave into the discussion, Warframe goes from being like baby pooping themselves easy to like adult man got slapped so hard his pants came off after he crapped his pants. Like, they are so far apart as far as like the level of skill it takes to actually do good. It's absolutely ridiculous. But again, I say that in a positive way. I actually really respect a lot of anyone that could do well in Conclave. I'm just not one of those people. At least not yet. I want to try to get better. But yeah, it's there's a couple things that are like just right as far as the difficulty goes, but mostly it goes from too easy, too easy, too easy, too easy, too easy, and then really, really hard. Another game I'll be playing it tonight, I believe, The Division. It has a lot of just right difficulty that kind of leads the player along kind of a slope instead of like an uneven, jagged mountain range that is Warframe, with a lot of valleys and just a very few peaks. Alright, and we got 4 beacons already, and we didn't have this many with Loki, at this point in time, or even after like half an hour. Yeah, so invisibility definitely fucks with what I was trying to do. As this goes on though, I'm definitely gonna have to be more on top of I got rid of my iron skin. Alright, looks like we got a new quote. Looks like I didn't get to the last one. I actually really wanted to talk about that one, but anyway. Alright, so Mark Rosewater from Magic the Gathering fame, he says, understand what emotion your game is trying to evoke. Now, Warframe has said most consistently about Warframe, among all the other things, they're selling a power fantasy. They're selling a space ninja power fantasy. So is power fantasy an emotion? I would argue it is, but if you want to try to simplify it to sound like more of an emotion, like officially, empowerment. That's the emotion. This game, at least the PvE side, that's what it's trying to evoke is empowerment. is whatever life you're living in the real world, you get to sign into Warframe. You get to pick your gear, your Warframe, your weapons, your mods, your colors, your accessories, what missions you do, who you group up with, if you're solo, if you're in a squad. And you go to a whole, well, fake solar systems worth of missions and stuff to do. Be you against the world, or you with a bunch of friends. So all of that at the end of the day, they are trying to sell empowerment. That's what emotion this game is trying to evoke. Bar none. Sometimes my lens things just disappear. Are they shooting them out at air? Like, what's going on here? What the? You guys seeing this? I'm assuming anyone's even watching, but... Yeah, my lens projectiles were just disappearing. Okay, no ammo. Not good. Is that some ammo? There we go. A little bit, at least. Alright, you guys are getting it. Now, I know I blew up a beacon there, but like it looks like there's a few more than just that one. You guys should be okay. I think tying back into the challenge, since I'll be signing off soon anyway, I think DE in some of the player base, and I'm not so sure on DE's part, because again, I highly respect them. Obviously, they're a bunch of smart, talented people, but on the player base side, at very least, because there's a lot of echo chamber shit that goes on in the forums, on Reddit. But it seems to be like a strong belief that you cannot have a game that sells empowerment and have a challenge of substantive of difficulty, assuming the challenge was fun and whatnot. Like, you can't feel all powerful if the difficulty of the game is too high or it's too strenuous. And at least in my case, that's absolutely untrue, because I cannot feel powerful if I feel like I'm like stepping on ants. They have no chance to do anything other than get stepped on, unless they come at me when I'm sleeping in like the thousands. You know what I mean? Then it's a different story. And that's what Warframe tries to attempt, like being a horde game. You know, horde, like, well, the enemies tend to come at you in hordes, except when you actually want them, like right now. I want all the enemies to come at me, and I don't know where they're at. I had to use at least one Royal Stomp before I got out of here. Did I, like, go through them? Like, what happened there? Like, you can definitely have challenge and power fantasy, or empowerment. You can have those side by side. And from what I've seen with DE of how they implemented things, like, I don't know if they actually believe that themselves, or they are afraid that if they try to put power, if they try to put power fantasy next to actual like legit challenge, it may scare some of the people away, because it disrupts their power fantasy. I think that even in a mode they don't have to participate in, right? It's like, well, they may think they're badass, but then, you know, there's this really hard mode out there. So how can you feel really badass if, you know, your build can't handle that mode, right? You just can't do it. I'm sure that's true to some regard, but whether it's like the majority, I don't know. And I don't know why my lens things won't hit the sky. What is going on here? Yeah, I don't know what that was about. Where did all the... Well, I guess I might as well, right? It's about that time for me to get out of here. So definitely not the most successful foray to farm by any means. I got some, not a lot though. Was more so trying to come here for the challenge of it, you know? You guys with your freaking burning leg, get some freaking lotion. What is that? Are they on fire? Is that just like what's going on with these guys? Oh man, I am hungry. Alright, well, let's see where Fortuna is. Let's see if I can do it without the map. There it is. There it is. Archwing maneuvers. Slam. Alright. I think that would be a lot more successful with a party of people. Maybe that's what I should do next time, but I think that maybe to avoid randos from regional chat, I might have to like plan ahead and stuff like that. I've been trying to make more friends with Warframe. It's been going right, I guess. Let me get to OBS here. Switch to chat mode. Okay, I did not miss any chats. That's good. Alright, so that's going to conclude Orb Vallis survival. Some of those attempts were more intense than others. I think the most intense one was with not Loki by any means. Saren was actually decent, and then who else did I bring in there? Saren, I forgot who I ran. I ran Saren, I ran Rhino, I ran Loki. Was that it? Was Saren really the best one? I seem to remember doing another one in here, but oh, Nidus. Yeah, Saren and Nidus, they were probably the best ones. If anything, I probably think Saren did a little bit better. Just as far as, well, I don't know, I have to go back, but yeah, I feel maybe they did about the same. Maybe I had more fun playing Saren. Maybe that's what I'm trying to say. But either way, yeah, this is gonna conclude this Orb Vallis survival run. I'm gonna be back on tonight at 7 p.m. to run the Division DLC. I should actually be done with that DLC finally this week. I have a couple more things to get. But I do want to give a shout out to Stainless Sinner for stopping by. First, before I even actually came on camera, she was here, so that was pretty awesome. And we have Darkness Scara that started on YouTube but then switched over to Twitch. Thanks for stopping by. And we had Valiant Neptune on Twitch who stopped by to call my night is thick and then he or she bounced. But hey, I appreciate it just the same. But yeah, 7 p.m. tonight, Division. I'll be playing that. Be finishing up the Underground DLC. So until then, this has been my Heimshi, and peace out. See you then.